No, for
We're about to go live, and we are live on YouTube. Good afternoon, guys. For me, it's afternoon. For other people, it's actually daytime. It all depends where you live on the world. And what's that's nice about YouTube is that this is actually broadcast and viewed across the world, which is kind of cool and neat. So I have Jack with me tonight, and we're going to talk about anything you want to guys talk about. I have no subject in mind. But Jack is with me into the video. There he is. How you doing, Jack?
g'day. There you go, guys in the chat. Not too bad. Thank you.
Talking about the chat, I might as well bring the chat on this side.
Yeah, RC84 Films, JMRCs, Bobby's RCs, Mets RCs, Gem City Outlaws, RC Propaganda. Brad's in there, asking for a link. G'day, Brandon. How you doing, buddy? I've got to still send you those videos too. I've got to. I'll make this some crackers lately, so I've got to send you a couple. I'll email you a couple of videos.
So if anybody want to join in, there's a link to actually join in. You should have received an email. I sent everybody on the list an email. It did that to me last week also with Kagan. I don't know why he didn't receive it. But,
Yeah, I had troubles actually coming in here.
Oh yeah.
Brad, calm down, mate. He just put the link up in the chat.
Yes, I put the link up in the chat.
Good day, Bill. It's Bill Boynton's birthday, so everyone wish Bill Boynton a happy birthday. Swampers RC. Good on you, Bill.
That's true. It's Bill's birthday. I saw that on Facebook.
Yeah. Happy birthday, brother.
And we have RC Propaganda in the house also. And I wonder what kind of figure he bought this week. I'm sure he bought something. He must have bought a figure or something.
Hey, Brandon, how you going? You gotta mute the YouTube, Mr. Honda.
The hell if I plug my headphones in, huh?
It helps, yes. Hey, Brad, how you doing?
Everything will set up this time.
No worries, Bill Boynton. Josh, g'day, mate. G'day, Josh.
Your invite didn't come to me, Frank.
Oh,
Brad, I'm gonna supervise you tonight, right? I'll be supervising you. In other words, when someone's talking, don't jump on top of them. Don't talk on top of them. Let them finish. Then you can have your say, and you can talk about Tamaya.
It doesn't matter. He didn't send me the invite. I'm upset about that.
He put. Brad, calm down. He put it in the chat.
I prefer to get it the other way.
What difference is it going to? Whether he going to send it to you or not?
I sent the invite like I usually do, Brad. And if something happened, I'm sorry. It happened also.
Brad, doesn't matter. You're still in here, aren't you? Do you get the link in the chat? You're still in here, mate.
It would work though.
Brad, calm down, brother. Calm down. You're in here, mate. Now, Josh was actually having a bit of a joke. He goes, "Why didn't I get an invite?"
I did buy some figures, Tank. I seen you talking about that.
Okay, and what did you get?
Stuff. Don't worry about it. Stuff.
Did you sell some of your stuff on eBay? I know you had a couple eBay stuff for sale.
I sold one, and the other one it will sell. The auction just has to end. There's like 6 people watching, so I'm hoping the bid goes up a little bit.
Okay.
So, and then I saw a few other things I haven't listed on there yet.
Cool.
It's fun. New hobbies, new things, you know. I'm bored. It's winter. I'm gonna go crawl tomorrow because I gotta get out. I'm itching after my truck broke down last week on my little trip. I was kind of disappointed. So it's just a switch. It's an easy fix, but I gotta go crawl.
Cool. Is there snow in your area?
There's a little bit left. It's been really dry and warm. So like there's a spot like near the lake, the snow kind of melts faster. Like, I don't know, it's kind of weird. So there's a little park area that I know has some good rocks I've been to before. I don't like to kind of go back to the same place and do videos a lot. I try to switch it up, but I'll go over there and, you know, try to get some stuff. I think I'm going to tune up that Red Cat. I got to slide the bumpers in and adjust the ESC settings. I still haven't done that because I haven't really had a lot of time to use it. Well, I've had the time, just not the weather, rather.
It's snowing here now.
Oh yeah. Yeah, we're waiting for 8 to 12 inch of snow between today and Saturday morning. So
last couple of days we had ice rain.
Oh yeah.
G'day, Tony. Look, I'm wearing your shirt, mate. I've got your shirt on. Look. Just
the ice was pretty thick on my car, man.
There's the XRC,
yeah. Tony, you should have been in the email list.
If you scrolls up, you can get. Just put it in the link again.
Yeah, I can put it in the link again.
That's a delay.
Delay? What delay?
I think
from
Tony,
YouTube to the Zoom.
I think Tony will come in a bit later.
Yeah, he usually does.
Did you guys see that new thing that's holding my camera now? It's not necessarily a tripod. It's like a 4.5. It's like a quad and a half pod.
Yeah, I saw that quickly.
It's like a horse. It's interesting, isn't it? I can move it all around and everything.
Cool.
It's only $4.88 at Walmart.
That's a good price.
Island RC Duke, how you doing? Now, Island RC Duke. G'day, mate. How you doing, mate? I can't believe. I mean, I'm not shading you or anything, but for someone that's got under 1,000 subscribers and the amount of likes you get on your videos is insane. I reckon you get in one video you get more likes than me than I do in a month. It's unbelievable. I think Island RC Duke must go into a lot of live streams.
Oh, yeah.
I invited some new people. But
JM, how you going, mate?
You invited some new people?
How you doing?
I'm hoping they come because you would actually like to hear from them. Like Joe from in Florida, who has OMG video, OMG store that he runs. He also does live video. I mean, he has a chat room. I was hoping he would join us. He was thinking of joining us, and then I talked to some guy I think is in New York who's doing his own live chat on StreamYard.
Okay.
Told him about it a while ago, and I just told him about it this evening. I'm hoping they'll take me up on it because they would love the chat with they would love your chat, and I think they have a lot of interesting things to say, and I think you'd love that.
G'day, Sean. How you doing, bro? Sean's going to be in one of these computer updates or something.
Hey, JM.
Gem City Outlaw, I guess you were playing the Wheel of Shoutouts and you almost got picked the numbers, I guess, because it was this close to get a shout out of it's hard. It's hard to hit that number.
There's my good old mate there in the chat. He just popped in there, Justin from SoFlow RC. Go check out his, he done a really good video. Which one was it? His slow motion video, because I'm trying to teach Justin about slow motion.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, no, he done a really good bashing slow motion video. It was awesome. Good on you, mate. Good to see you.
So any other people saw and watched Tony's video when he started his Raminator for the first time?
No, I haven't
seen it on
seen it
Instagram.
yet.
I didn't know he got one.
Yeah, he got a Raminator earlier this week, and he's got it almost together right now, and he just started the motor, and he put that on Facebook, on Instagram. So
I'm still waiting for him to go and watch my last 3 TRX videos. 2 of them are like 50 seconds. Come on, Tony. Come on, Tony. Go on. You've been waiting for this beast to go on the bashing and that, whatever.
Yeah, I haven't watched any of those videos either.
No, of course not, because apparently you have the bell on, but you don't have the bell on.
I see the thumbnails, Jack. The problem is time. The problem is
50 seconds. 50 seconds. It's going to take 50 seconds of your life. Really?
I've been working
50 seconds of your life.
last
50
Sunday I was
seconds.
working all day, like, and then I gotta come home with the sun, and like, and then I gotta drive home, drive there. Like,
50
I'll
seconds.
get to it. I'll get to it. Don't
I've
get
been
mad if I don't
building
watch your
since I was
video right away when I
building
forget.
since I got home from work. I was building.
Hey, Jack, I invited someone.
Don't worry, Tank. Don't stress. It's only 50
Yeah, yeah.
seconds.
Oh, heck, I
Hey,
know.
how you doing?
Hey, how you doing, RC84?
Hey, Chris, how you doing?
Good.
Hey, Chris.
Net Cruiser.
Hey,
what's up?
John. How are you, John? I see you're doing
Hey,
lots of racing as usual.
Yeah, we got two Johns in the
Yes.
house.
John, and Chris.
I can't see what's funny about that. John, and Chris.
John
Anyway.
and Chris.
It's just you got to think about the tempo how you say it.
Oh, it's funny in his head.
Okay. Well, Jack, I invited someone from Australia to join us, but I don't know if they'll join us.
Oh, okay.
And fixed 4 broken RCs since I got back from the UK. He's been busy boy with the CCXRC,
Yeah, he's been busy.
fixing up his RCs.
Yeah.
Oh, that's because he drives them so nice. and
Nah,
so
well,
slow.
that Creighton video he was brilliant.
Yeah.
I canned him the other night on Hangouts and for a little while, and that slow motion got up in the air was awesome.
Mhm.
Hey,
John's
Jack.
been busy. John from Net Cruiser, he's been really busy on-road racing and dirt racing. Like you've been really
Indoor
busy
dirt
these days.
racing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm going with a lot. It's yeah, it's fun.
On-road racing, you tried a new car and you said you liked it. It went pretty good.
I didn't try a new car. No, it's still my same cars. I'm just yeah, they're just more reliable now because of the upgrades I put in.
Okay.
It's off-road racing. I have a new car.
Okay. That's the one I'm probably thinking about.
Yeah, the buggy, the TLR 22 5.0 DC Elite.
What about the 6.2?
The Associated 6.2.
Yeah, you like those?
It's very minor changes over the 6.1. I mean, sure, they're good. They're better. I should see one in real life next week. I know a local guy has just bought one and looks like it's almost finished. So I'll probably see it on next Wednesday. If I get a chance, I'll get.
I bet it's a $400 car.
Oh, they're probably more than that. Yeah.
Hey, Jack.
Yeah.
Did you see that Bathurst race where all the kangaroos got on the track?
They always get on the track over there, mate. Kangaroos are plenty over there.
Yeah, they had to stop the race.
Yeah, they get hit and all that sort of
None
stuff.
of them got.
They got long
They
fences.
didn't get
They
hit
have
this
tall
time.
fences, but they still find a way to get through, eh?
Oh, they jump them. Don't worry about that.
They didn't get hit this time. They put out a red flag and everybody came in and waited till they left the
Oh, well,
track.
they're at. I mean, look where the track is. It's on a mountain,
Okay.
and it's in the countryside. So it's not in the city.
Mhm.
It's
How
out in
far
the
is it
bush.
from you?
It's from Bathurst is where they have the Bathurst 1000 every year. From me, it's about 600 kilometers, maybe a bit more.
So it's about 6 hours from you?
Something like that, yeah. Yeah,
Uh,
it's in country New South Wales.
Oh yeah. Island RC Duke is asking a Net Cruiser how you like the new servo. John?
Servos.
He's breaking up. You're breaking up,
you're breaking
mate.
up.
Breaking up, John.
And I thought I was.
Okay, try it again, John.
It was really good. I mean, they're expensive.
Frank, he needs your setup.
Yeah, you
Can't
need
hear
my
you.
speed.
You're sounding like a robot, mate.
Really good.
Yeah, turn off your video. Your stream is,
Robot.
turn off your video for now and try talking.
Yeah, he's lagging worse than you think. What's going on there, mate?
I like those servos.
Yeah.
He needs to get
Servos and Netflix
the
playing.
fiber.
Okay, now try talking. Maybe it caught up.
Jack,
You have the other
now you
stick
have.
playing in the
I
background?
was. I don't think. You can hear me now.
Yep.
Yeah. It's a
He's
little
still
still
bubbling
choppy.
around. You need to get
Jack,
the fiber optics, man.
Yeah.
I got a question in the chat.
Yeah, go ahead.
Jack, now you have the TRX6. What is your favorite RC? Well, I think that's just about it now. That thing is an absolute, mate.
Yeah, it's a beast.
It's an absolute beast. Yeah, you know, I know my RCs, but you know, I don't know. There's just something about it. I mean, I was only on the wood chips, but I will do a rock crawl. I will do a rock crawl with it and close the diffs and all that sort of stuff. And I put the old S1 in there, and I found a really cool truck sound with the air brakes and all that sort of shit. But
Nice.
mate, it's an absolute, yeah. I'm glad the guys picked the white in the panel that night, and
Looks good.
I looked at the gunmetal and the red wine that RC Playground's got.
Oh, I was wondering, is the red wine actually new?
I don't know.
Don't think so.
No, I don't think so.
I've never seen the red wine one until recently.
Well, it does
Hey,
roll
red
over,
wine,
but
you make me feel
it
so
does-
fine.
it does roll over pretty easy. But what do you expect? I mean, you
Yeah.
know,
Yeah.
You find it
Jack, I
you find
can't
it
wait
an
to see
impressive
some
piece.
slow mo trailing. Yeah, I'll probably do Justin. I'll probably do some. I don't know whether it's going to be slow mo because when I put the sound system in it, if I go slow motion, it's just going to sound terrible.
Yeah.
Because once I stretch the track, the slow motion, you know, it's not going to do it justice. That's why I put the sound system in it. So I'll probably just do a slow crawl. I'm going to test out this cruise control thing. I mean, it's hard filming on my own. I had troubles just filming that video on the wood chips the other day with the gimbal. It's just very hard for me to do. I
Okay.
need someone to help me film, but now and again I'll get my nephew. But
When you start crawling, try locking the diff and try unlocking. Like try crawling without the diff.
I'm gonna try it. Yeah, I will try it. Yeah, because I've got some.
It's supposed to be very interesting and very fun when you try to crawl with the diff unlocked, and then when you lock them, it's night and day.
Well, I saw in your backyard crawl that TRX6 had troubles getting up that hill, but there was ice. Yeah.
Oh yeah, it was ice.
Yeah, well, that's probably why. And they had
He
to
didn't
take
have
a
the right
long run up.
tires.
Nah.
Some of the guys have,
these do all right. These tires do not too bad, especially on the dirt.
they're good on dirt, but on ice, they're not good on ice. Some rubber acts
Because it's
good
not
on
soft enough.
Yeah.
They're probably not soft enough.
But that TRX6 that came at my house, the black one, man, was it ever nice? Like all black, it was.
Yeah.
It was.
Yeah.
Nice.
I find with the dark, obviously with the dark color, the light stands out more. With this, it's especially in daylight, it's very hard to see. Maybe if you did a dust trail or something. Hang on, let me finish first, Brad. If you do like a dust trail or something, or early morning where there's not much sunlight or something, you know, they look all right. But on a darker one, that's a gunmetal, is it? The other one, gunmetal color, is it?
The one that came at my house was black. It was all black.
It's not gunmetal. I thought it was gunmetal or something.
I think
no, look at, you know, all the hype about it and all this sort of stuff, and yeah, it's just, it's yeah, I recommend. I mean, the prices here are just always ridiculous, and so it's in Canada, same thing. But you guys over there, I think you can get it for $550 or something in America. And a lot of people say it's my next rig. They're jealous. They want it. They're this. They're that. But I can understand that.
Oh yeah.
I can understand. You know, and it's big. Now, while I'm talking about it, I put a driver in it.
Nice.
Put a driver in it. Cool.
Yeah, I put a driver in it last night because I got this guy. I know Brandon likes his action figures. I had this guy for a while. And I was gonna do that part 2 of that with Kagan. So what I did was I chucked it in. He actually looks quite good in it. Oh, hang on, let me just change.
You see
I want to
You
present me
put them
there,
on the wrong
people.
side. You put them on the wrong side.
That's what he put it on his side of that they drive on.
Yeah,
He
but
put it on his side of the
backward, Jack.
road.
Yeah, I'm a kangaroo, man.
Nothing gets by you.
Hey, Jack, is it one of your is it your favorite vehicle you ever owned?
You answered that question a while back.
No, it's probably
hear
the best RC because it's so expensive. Yeah. There's Mr. Seth Rollins.
I was gonna say, that's a wrestler,
Seth
huh?
Rollins.
Yeah,
That's a
Seth
wrestler.
Rollins. Yeah, he's going a bit nuts there, mate.
Was it an elite figure? Because those ones got a lot of articulation.
Yeah,
They're really
Did you know
good.
he was
he does. I've got his legs bent all the way back.
Nice. You can take arms off
he
of
was
some of
in-
them and do different things.
Yeah. But I just,
I didn't know they were so
His,
versatile.
Do
I
you
might
know
do
he
an
was in
anima-
Hobbs and Shaw?
I might do
You
an
know,
animation, animation with him or something. But I have to.
I
I've
tried
lost
the other
that.
night.
I've lost Arnie, so I don't know. I think I lost Arnie last time I took him out. I think I left him in the park.
I tried
You
to do
lost
some
Arnie?
stop animation.
Yeah, I've lost him. I looked everywhere. I think I left him in the park.
That stinks.
Yeah,
You know,
I've had Arnie for about 4 years now. I've had Arnie a long time, but I might have to get another one.
you know he was in Hobbs and Shaw.
What
You
about
can
Arnie?
take me off presenting, thank.
Oh, yes, sorry.
You got
Just
my
log
ugly,
off
you
of
got my ugly head up there, mate.
Who's
Steve, how you doing, brother? Steve AD's in the chat. But there's there's Jake. Trail Twitter. How you going, mate?
Hey, Jake.
Hello. I snuck in here.
Yeah, I see that.
Yeah, you did sneak in.
Watched your new video, friend, with everyone calling. How did you like the RC with the tracks?
What are you drinking, man?
What is?
Yeah.
Chocolate milk.
Nice.
Milk is very popular in your country.
Never been a
Also
big
have
milk
very
fan.
good dairy farms there too.
Oh, yeah.
What do you guys think of that new IFS that just come out? I didn't really
I
think.
think that looks cool. I think because in real life,
I know you
there are
were gonna
vehicles
like
do-
it. You're
Yeah,
the
well,
first
you know-
person I thought of because you said something and then I seen it and I said, "Oh no, Brad is gonna be all about this IFS."
Hey, propaganda. You know, I've seen vehicles with independent front suspension doing rock crawling, so it's capable of doing that. So
Well, yeah, but it's just I honestly had no idea. I didn't think they would do it. I didn't know the demand was so high.
Me
It
either.
looks pretty legit. Scale Builders Guild said it still had like just as much articulation. I mean, you know, I don't have a truck to put it on. I have to buy another truck and do a build around it. And I don't know about that right now. I don't even have
propaganda.
a place to drive the ones I got. So
Well, there's a
probably-
guy on
it-
Facebook a couple months back. He actually was selling that kit for the SCX10, the SCX2. I wonder if Element bought the rights for it and actually modified it for their truck,
Well,
or
that
they
makes
just
money
stole
there
the
for him.
idea and made them themselves. So I don't know what happened.
So if you
yeah,
can,
well,
sue
if
them
that
for
guy
that.
gets disgruntled,
Well,
Hey.
I don't think he registered it as a trademark or a
Patent.
copyright. I don't think he had the money to actually register it.
yeah, that's one of those kind of situations. If he
That
was
sucks.
protected, then yeah. But if you don't have anything, then there's nothing you can do except say, hey. But I mean, it's not that unique of an idea. I don't know how it works if they just like engineer it themselves, like in-house Element, who's in charge of that aspect of it. But I mean, it's
Yep.
just some, engineering, R&D.
Hey, propaganda. Sorry. I just wanted to. It will handle better on the pavement.
Yeah. It handle higher speeds. You can do like some different kind of builds. I was thinking on like that 1.9 chassis. It'd be funny to do like a you know, like a something like a
rock
two-wheel
flyer.
drive or something, just to even take the whole thing out of it, do like a fast little 1.9 like pre-runner pickup or something.
Mhm.
Put it against the two-wheel drive Rampage from Kyosho with four-wheel drive.
Or if you could make the
That would be
front
amazing.
like just a live regular no locker, just a four-wheel drive, and have like just a locked axle in the back or something. That probably wouldn't handle so good though.
Apparently, it works on SCX10s as well.
Yeah, they offer the 3D printed parts that you need or whatever, and you print them and boom.
You know what?
Oh, yeah?
Actually, maybe I could do. Let's see.
I bet you
That's a
Traxxas
lie. I
goes
don't have any
along.
trucks to put it on.
I bet Traxxas does the same soon because they don't want to be left out. They want to make their own.
Yeah, they do a lot of things. Maybe they'll come out with a whole IFS like base truck or something. That'd be cool, like a RTR or just a kit. You know, like something super scale. Like they come out, oh, it's so scale. It's even got the IFS.
Mhm.
Sort of like the Arma has all the way around IFS.
Brad, your mic is breaking up shocking, mate. Is he using his phone?
Yeah, I think it is.
His mic is just crackling like.
Hey, Sean.
Look at listen to it.
Hey, what's up, guys? Can you hear me okay?
Never walk alone, brother.
Sean, so what do you think of the IFS for the Elements?
Hey, what's up, guys?
Good.
We were just talking about the IFS that they put on the Element. What do you think of it?
Yeah, it's good for scale crawler, for actual crawling.
Yeah. If you're going to make it scale. But one thing I wonder, is it going to get in the way for the scale guy to actually put an engine bay and an engine in there, like the scale transmission, and does it fit with the scale transmission? In other words, all the front. So I wonder.
Oh, they did do some.
I didn't see.
Yeah.
I don't know how you could set it up, but they did show how you could add a servo winch still. It showed a cool setup. So, I mean, you could probably build up over the servo. Like, I don't know, it all depends, I guess, on the height of the body. And I'm sure they'd figure it out. I don't think it'd really get too much in the way of that, but I don't know. I haven't seen it.
I think they did do. I know that.
Hey, welcome in, NRC.
I do know that they said that they did do some running gear differences, a little difference in the running gear how it worked, but that's about it. It hooks up to all the transmission. Yeah, but the running diff up front is they had that running gear is different.
Your mic is very crackly.
Your mic's shocking, Brad.
Crackly.
That is shocking.
I'm choppy.
No,
Bad.
crackly.
I'm choppy.
It's as if it's too loud and it's coming in too loud, and it's crackling.
Too loud. Is that French? Was it? Loud.
Is that better?
Well, you just said a couple of words. It's different than when you're talking and doing a full sentence.
Is that better?
It seems to be better.
Sounds a little bit better.
Yeah, that 3 words were better than the last 3 words.
Yeah, that's true. So we have RC, Island RC Duke, Paul Mastone.
Yeah, Paul.
Yeah, Shen RC said Brad's got a crunchy mic.
Yeah, Brad's got a.
Me and Shen, I spoke to Shen this morning, and I haven't seen his video yet, but he's done a Kyosho Fox snow video.
Okay.
So it's going to be 2 contrasts. I've got my old beach bash that I had with my Kyosho Fox down by down the bay, the pier there. So I'm going to put his snow track with my track. So it'll be snow and summer. So yeah, I've got to do some editing for him, and we'll do another global, good old global collaborations we used to do.
You got.
We've already done one. We've already done one with the Tomeo Beetles, which was fantastic. So we'll do the. I don't have the Kyosho. the best RC, that was my best RC, was the Kyosho. The Kyosho Fox is an absolute beast. I mean, Shen can tell you about that. And I always wanted one when I first came out. But now I don't have it anymore. I sold it. I seem to sell the wrong RCs.
Hey, at least one day maybe you'll get the Carmen Dia, because you like the vintage stuff.
I love my vintage stuff.
Yeah, and you said you
but
like the Carmen Dia.
I'm an idiot for selling. I'm an idiot for selling. Not selling my. I mean, I had a vintage Bandit. I sold that. Was an idiot. My Touareg, sold that. Discontinued. I was an idiot. There's a few RCs. The Ute, the tank wanted, sold that. Idiot. So yeah.
So the moral of the story is don't sell them.
Don't sell vintage.
Yes.
If you get any vintage, keep them. If you have to
But it's
handcuff
not
them,
vintage.
I was talking about.
nah, the ones that I had were pretty well. The discontinued ones are collectibles now.
Yeah, it's true because you bought them, they weren't vintage, and then they got discontinued, and then you decided to sell them.
The Bandit was vintage. The Bandit was 1994. That Bandit I had, yeah.
Well,
the effigy and all them, they're all. I mean, I've got the older Holden Heroes, as you know, the A9X, the VC Commodore, the GTR. They're all vintage. But I've kept those. I'm not going to get rid of those because you can't get them. Steve O.D., go from freezing your nuts off to sweating your nuts off video. That's all right. Shen can get warmer watching my side, and I'll freeze watching his side. Sorry.
I know you'd like that, Tamaya.
Your mic is Brad. Once again, mate. Your mic is shocking.
Yeah, as soon as you start talking,
no idea why.
As soon as you're starting talking too loud or yelling or whatever, it crackles.
Are you using the microphone with them headphones, Brad?
Yes.
Yeah, well, the microphone could be rubbing against your shirt or anything.
No, I don't think he's got it on. Is it got it on his?
A little loud. You can turn the maybe input down or something.
Yeah.
I don't think there's a settings for on the phone.
No.
I can only turn it up and down the volume. That's all.
You must whisper now. You are Brad Whisperer for now on.
Yeah.
Brad Whisperer. Okay.
Yeah, I totally agree, Shen. Yeah. I mean,
You must say.
What do they call it? AMS?
I ran a lot of tomatoes from backyard.
Is that chocolate milk? That's a lot of chocolate milk there, buddy.
I know. I've been nursing this for a while.
It's like a little jug.
You hear me?
Yeah.
You hear me?
No fighting, Brad. No, especially with a crackling microphone, eh?
I hope the park police guy doesn't come tomorrow and try to like harass me. Like it's this little like nice area. Some of it's closed, but you can get in there. Like people still go and walk around, but they want you to like pay, and I refuse to pay to like walk for a half hour, like where I live. Like
that's what keeps the parks open, getting people to pay.
That's what keeps the parks open.
Yeah, well, they get plenty of tourism, so they can suck their $5.
$5?
I don't know. I think they upped it or whatever. I'm a local. Like I pay my taxes here. Why do I have to pay? Like they take 10% of my money anyway.
10%.
Don't get me going on that because I get angry. I just want to go drive my RC truck for 30 minutes.
We're gonna have to start a GoFundMe page just for
absolutely
you to go walk in the park. GoFundMe just to go walk in the park, just for you.
When I go to other states, like big giant parks, this is like, it's not a park. It's like, they just say like, cause like they sweep the parking lot up or whatever, you know, there's like all kinds of little areas, like the touristy areas. There's plenty of other people. Like they're not going to close down because they don't get my $5. I do it all the time. I park there.
Propaganda?
Sometimes I get little tickets.
Have to pay propaganda. You wouldn't have to do that in my state with 60 miles apart. You could just go in there as free as you want.
Well, I don't want to go over there. I want to go to this spot up the
Well,
street from my
Come
house.
to New York and you'll be as happy as Larry to pay $5 to get in the park. You know. You're lucky you get in that playground for $5.
Well, I don't want to go to a playground. I want to go.
Steve
to
OD
this
says he
place.
lives. Steve OD says he lives in a van down by the river. I wonder if it's a white van.
Maybe you can take that van to the playground and see what happens.
What? Brown, yeah, there's something. Definitely asking for something.
There we go. We have Mr. Raminator with us. That's
Hey,
not a
Tony.
Sounds
Raminator.
funny.
That's not a raminator.
No, it is not. But I did ram it into the ground and strip my servo horn.
Was it a metal
Oh.
servo horn?
No,
So I spotted light you. So we want to hear your. Well, I want to hear your story of how excited or when you first saw the box. How big was the box, or the
there's
crate?
3 boxes.
There's
They were
3
all-
boxes. Uh-huh.
Well, I ordered an extra clear body to come with it, and then they recommend you get the cage as well because of pain to take on and off. So I got the cage and the body in one huge box. You know, it's still as big as the truck, so it's got to be a massive box. And then the smallest box was the tires and axles. There's 2 tires and the axles in a box, and then the one box was basically the truck comes pretty much assembled. You put on the axles and shocks and the brakes. So, I mean, but all the screws are already in the axles. You literally just unbolt them, slide your link through, which is already on the truck, throw some Loctite on if you need it, and screw it back together.
Hey,
The
Tony.
problem came setting up the brakes, and my servo for my brakes
What
died.
the hell is that?
Oh, it's probably me. I dropped the screw.
So the problem with the brakes were what?
I don't know what the problem was, other than they don't work. It has a whole servo for operating the brakes. So it's like 3 servos that operate driving. So there's one that does throttle on the engine. That's a regular size servo, and then there's one that does the brakes, which is a 5th scale servo up in the top that you have to put brake wires to like a motorcycle or whatever. That does like the disc brake. And then you have another servo that switches to reverse. And so when you pull that, it switches something that turns it into reverse. And anyway, it's stripped. I think what happened was you have to set your endpoint to 83% or lower, which I did
Sounds
before I
like
started
a
the
latte.
truck up. And I don't know. I think when you go to the kill switch, it locks the brakes up. And so I was messing around with it, and I probably turned off. I did something testing the kill switch, and I probably left it on too long or something. I don't know, because that keeps it at full brake, you know. So it's really pulling on the brake, and that might have burned it up. I don't know, but I mean, I shut the car off, so it was only on like 50. You know, turned it on about 15 seconds. Tested the brakes; they worked. Tested throttle worked. Steering worked. Everything seemed good. Then I tried the kill switch, worked, and then by the time I went and switched the car off and then back on, the brake servo didn't work. So I don't know.
That seems what happened to Calvin Talbot today. His brakes seemed to went in his as well.
Oh, did he break his brake servo?
Yeah, the brakes actually. Well, he ended up crashing because he had no brakes. Like, end up flipping it.
Really? Well, yeah. So I don't know. I mean, because of the way that it brakes, if you have it set too high, I mean, it's pulling against the brake as it's stopping, and that servo is working extra hard.
Yeah.
So if you don't have the endpoint set right, or if maybe you have it starting too tight, the brake cable, that when it's pulling, it's hitting that endpoint and still trying to go further. I turned mine down to like 40% endpoint for now, and I'm going to just test it and see what it does. It still seems to be locking pretty tight at 40%. But the problem is their servo goes the opposite of everybody else's, which would be okay
except that they've Y harnessed it in with the throttle. And so you can't just do a reverse on your controller because then it reverses your throttle. So it's actually going away. It's not, it's taking off any pressure on the throttle wire. So,
what about if you get one of the, so like the reverse servo,
Wire.
the little wire has the electronics in it that actually reverses your servo?
well, the only way that I've seen people do it though is to actually take the servo apart and unsolder like 4 wires and flip them to the opposite side.
Yeah, but you can actually buy a little piece of it. It's called the servo reverser.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I'm going to do that because right now what I did is I just pulled it over to the side. So it's like literally pulling up and over the servo, which works, but
I'll open this stuff up and everything.
What's that? No, who's chuffing?
Don't know.
What is that sound?
Someone's chuffing, man.
I think I think when I watched Kevin's video, I think he said that he had his brake set too loose, that he may have just had to tighten it up.
oh, well, and the way that those are, they can slip too, because basically there's an end that you screw down onto the wire. It's when it's pulling on that, so it's possible if it's not tight enough, it could slip and loosen.
Well, that's what Shen's saying. That's what Shen said, Tony. Maybe the cable slipped and got a bit loose.
Oh no, not on mine. My servo literally wouldn't work.
Hmm.
I can't see what he's saying.
By the way,
But that's not the problem. The servo literally, I mean, I tried a bunch of servos and they work, and the one that came with it smells like it burned up and it doesn't work.
Okay.
Hmm.
Oh, Tony, see these things here? If you can see it.
The throttle reverse cable, I need to get one of those.
Yeah, so that'll just reverse your servo to the opposite direction of whatever they're doing. Instead of having to open it and rewire it, it's just a servo reverser. Right
Yeah,
there.
Gem City
But-
RC
And it's only like $3 or $4 bucks.
Yeah, servo flipping wire from planes. The plane
Okay.
people use that all the time.
All right. I'll get that.
It's a lot easier than ripping the servo apart and trying to wire all them little wires. It's crazy.
Yeah, Shen's saying
Seriously,
maybe
man.
cable
What's
flip.
that noise, man? That's so annoying. What is that noise? What is that?
I know, dark faders in the house.
Yeah, that's about to say
Yeah,
the
it's
same
dark
thing.
faders.
Fighters arrived, huh?
Yeah.
Well,
Someone's-
mute somebody and see who
Someone's
it is.
snoring, man.
Yeah. That's what it
Oh.
sounds like.
Thanks for the thumbs up on my video, Brandon. We're still at 51. Thanks, man.
Yeah.
Jim City is saying it's too servo flipping wire from a
I
plane.
almost didn't have enough time.
Oh, really? 40 seconds.
Yeah.
Tony, I've got a question for you.
That could be 40 seconds for my wife.
Why
Is
haven't
there,
I?
is there... I like that one. Is there a reason why you're wearing Medic's t-shirt there, mate?
Because,
You know he's probably watching in the background, eh?
yeah, I just had it. I just had
Hey,
it.
Tony.
I'll be honest. it's
I
what
got your shirt on, and you got his shirt on.
Yeah. It may or may not be the shirt I was wearing last night, and I was being lazy.
Yeah.
Hey, Tony. Do you think they could make
That's
a carbon fiber disc brake for that?
Carbon
it's funny,
fiber
Mass Master.
brake. I couldn't make one. I'm sure that somebody could make one. I'm not much of a builder.
No, I'm just saying maybe someone will make a carbon fiber.
Yeah,
disc
he's ready,
brake for it.
Steve. I don't worry about
And
that.
then you
mate.
get a
He's not stupid.
and you could get a Dumbo receiver or the radio link and have ABS brakes for it.
That's what you need.
It causes the servo to, yeah, so it'll stop better.
Mhm.
Oh,
80
stopping!
pounds, you gotta find a way to make it stop better.
Stopping is not an issue with these. They endo them all the time. You have to turn the braking down on them. They clamp so good.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Just imagine what it'll do with ABS brakes.
Yeah, that's why he's suggesting getting an ABS radio so it'll pulse the brake servo instead of locking them up.
Mhm.
Yeah, this
Yeah.
servo does it, or this receiver does it. So I just have to get the servo.
Okay.
Okay.
At least, I mean, the receiver that had it has an ABS section on it. I'm eventually going to switch it out, but I like to do my run videos stock when I can.
But then you could show ABS braking power when you get it set up that way after that fact.
Yeah.
Now, did you contact the people from Raminator and find out why that server would have went, or if it's under warranty, or what you did wrong so it doesn't happen again?
We talked about this in something else I was just on. I don't ever contact companies about that kind of stuff.
Okay.
I mean, I'll let them know or whatever. They know, but I don't ask for them to replace it or anything.
It might be under warranty. It might be a thing that they're aware of.
Yeah, I'm sure it is, but if it's going to go again, I'm not really interested in dealing with it.
You'll just do another setup, huh?
You know, you could have saved
I
yourself
gotta
a
step up.
fortune. You know, you could have saved yourself a fortune in shipping, Tony, and shipped it to my house. It's only 10 minutes from me, like, you know. So
Yeah.
There you go. Yeah.
Hey, Sean, they could just deliver it to your house.
that's what I mean. Yeah, I could have went and just picked it up and drove it back to my house, like, you know.
Yeah.
If it'll fit in your car.
I also had, like, the back of it was broken when it came in, the cage. There's a little bit of plastic in the box, and we found out a little bit of the cage was cracked. But it's like $15 to get it. I just don't feel like harping on them. I'll let them know that it happened, but I don't feel like.
Okay.
I mean, I know somebody's got to pay for that. You know, they're not going to get the money back from China or whoever boxed it.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, makes sense.
I'd rather not put the onus on them at this point. I'm just happy that they're making them.
I wonder what's next for them.
That's kind of my take on it.
I wonder what's next for that company.
Well, they got quite a bit going on.
I think they're gonna start building rocket ships.
No, Raminator is actually, people don't realize Raminator is actually all the roving, like the 5-turn rovings, the Mox and the HPI. That's all made by the same company.
Yeah. So
isn't it Primal RC or whatever?
Yeah, Primal RC and Roving RC are the same company.
Oh, okay.
Same shop. I just learned that actually 2 weeks ago or so.
Hey,
that
maybe their next step is to make a quarter scale vehicle.
Maybe
1-to-1. They're just gonna make a full scale.
But Tesla
that would be
already
for
has
movies. They could do that with a movie. They'd use that for a movie, a 1-to-1 from them. Because most people are not going to buy a 1-to-1. The quarter scale they buy.
So the first week we heard a lot about the Tesla truck, but nobody talks about it right now. Like it
after the windows broke.
The window.
They always do that
refunds
stuff.
on it and stuff.
Don't know.
Who knows? They just
I'm
do
waiting
all
for
that
that
crap all the time. I can't stand that stuff.
I can't wait for them to bring out their sports car. I got to see that run real good.
There's a lot of people that comes out with the electric sports car. It's a big thing right now.
Oh yeah, they're all very fast, extremely fast.
Anyone see Jim Carner's electric rally car?
Yeah.
That was just insane.
Is insanity.
That was insane.
He was saying that he's got to get
speeds he was getting on that thing. Unreal.
Yeah, he was saying he's got to get used to that instant torque on the throttle.
Yeah.
Hear it, right?
Yeah.
Oh, it's just crazy.
And that's what we've been telling. That's what we've been.
Well, he's going to do the last stage of the Dakar Rally with it, isn't he?
Yeah, the Dakar
that hybrid Toyota. The hybrid Toyota and Le Mans, the drivers that say that they just can't believe how quick it is because it's instant. They say it's.
So what about the new 1,000 horsepower electric Hummer, not the 60 in 3 seconds?
Oh yeah.
The new electric Hummer.
Yeah, imagine a Hummer doing not the 60 in 3 seconds. That's insane.
And then take it to a rally.
Later Island RC.
See it.
See you later, mate.
You'd be jumping real far and high.
Can't believe that.
You guys like the new Hummer that's coming out?
Channel. Unbelievable. If you want to see likes on videos, just go to his channel. You'll see nearly 200 likes on a 300 view video. It's unbelievable.
Yeah, RC McMaster, you
Oh.
probably can because Tony Block has HBI rally cars already. So him and HBI have built a lot of rally cars already. You probably could see him coming out with one of them versions that he just drove.
It was just insane how it was just going over that sand. It was just crazy.
What car are you talking about?
It's just crazy.
The rally car, Ken Block, the new rally car, the electric one.
Oh, I bet it's his most powerful and fastest vehicle too.
Yeah.
I
I
hope he
wonder
got
who.
like
I wonder who he'll get them. I wonder who he would get to make the new ones because HBI. I don't think he would go to HBI to make the new ones, though, would he?
I mean, is this so? What's the rally car's body on it that he's done with the electric vehicle?
I don't know.
I can't remember the name of it. It's an E something. I forget the name of it. But it's an absolute beast. It's an absolute beast.
I bet it does 0 to 60 under 2 seconds, doesn't it?
Representing.
Wait a second. We're talking about a radio control car from.
That's JMRC.
Ah, nice.
Gem RC Outlaw says, anybody want to see that smoke show that he did?
He actually blows ESC up in this.
Max
Look at all that
meltdown
smoke.
on 3S.
Yeah. I thought it was the tires that popped until I was talking to him, and he said it was the actual ESC that popped.
Back to the tick.
I'm surprised it didn't blow the body off. If it popped,
Now,
the ESC blew up.
Is that ESC 3S capable?
Yeah, I don't know. I just don't think it's made to be sitting against the wall, screeching full. I think it's meant to be held full trigger against the wall.
Thanks a lot, Gem City. Anytime. Cool. Check out that video. If you guys want to hear the audio of it too, it's kind of cool.
I gotta get myself a magnetic mat. What magnetic mats would you recommend?
LRC, the big one.
Yeah, I gotta get one because I'm sick of dropping freaking screws and trying to find them.
So that car, is it brushless?
Which car?
That car has the one you guys showed. It's gotta be brushless.
I'm not sure. Gem City, was that car a brushless car? It's a Max 10 on 3S. I would think it was brushless.
There you go,
I'm
Sean.
seeing more and more videos on MCE vehicles.
Yeah, I
What
must
are you
get
showing?
my hands on one of them.
Mad Cow.
Want an MCD?
Screw catcher.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's from Cow. Yeah, Cow RC. Cow RC, I think it is.
Yeah, Cow RC.
Yeah, it's just a little one, but it's great. I keep all my, parts and bits on it.
Yeah. I just heard a screw hit the floor and my appliances. I have no idea where the hell it just went.
Why don't you go to Walmart and get a magnetic bowl?
I have a magnetic bowl, but it's full.
It's full.
Maybe you need to get another one then, Sean.
I have one, look, but it's completely filled with stuff. So.
Sounds like you need another one.
Yeah, I got myself a
buy
smaller one. I got a big one that's full. I got a smaller one now. That one's getting full, so I got to start emptying them once in a while.
Yeah, I know that's the problem. You just keep filling them and filling them. So.
Magnetic bowls aren't that cheap either.
Gem City just put up it's a 5400 kV brushless easy run, so it's a hobby wing.
Okay, cool.
That thing was showing some massive power. It's so strange to see propaganda in the background in this video. Look, oh, it's his cat. cat crawling around in the background.
So Sean, when are you getting a new rack? Your rack is getting full.
And I have a rack sitting there because I have truck sitting on the floor, and then I finally got the Vanquish finished. All the electrics in it, the sound modules in, everything. It's all
What vehicle is that?
done.
What vehicle is that, Sean?
Yeah, but my luck, it's freaking the rain from now to next Thursday. Finally get it finished, and it's the rain for a whole week. Right.
Now, which
I like
body
the
did
gold
you make
rims,
for that?
Sean.
Huh?
Which body did you make for the Vanquish truck?
Oh, I'll show you it off ours.
Okay.
It'll be for.
I like the gold rims.
It'll be for the first run video. What's that, Brad?
I said I like the gold rims.
Oh, the orange rims, yeah. Nice.
Oh, I look like
painted
gold.
them
I look
myself.
like gold. Oh, but they look
I
gold.
painted them myself. They were black, and I painted them.
Hey, have any of you seen the new black?
But I still reckon this truck. I still reckon this truck is going to give the Vanquish a run for its money.
You think?
Yeah. This thing is just, the more I run this, it's crazy. Like.
Yeah, but the
I could buy 3 of them for the price of one Vanquish.
Yeah, I understand that, but the Vanquish is more the weight and the weight transfer. It's more balanced truck than that Komodo.
That Komodo is so balanced, it's not even funny.
Oh yeah.
Like even when they give you the Komodo, they even give you a box at the very front that you can actually put weights in and everything. Instead of adding weights around the truck, there's actually an empty box. Let's see where it, yeah, see right here.
Yep.
So that comes actually empty, so you can actually add weights and everything into that box. It's a pretty cool idea, like.
Have any of you seen the new Black
What's
Edition
that,
Clodbuster? Has anybody seen the new Clodbuster Black Edition?
Yeah, the Super Clodbuster. I actually seen it yesterday in Nitro Hobbies.
Who makes that?
Tamaya.
Yeah, Tamaya makes the Tamaya Black Edition Clodbuster also has chrome black rims on it.
I like that black chrome look. I've seen it before. Like they did in the one-to-ones on some of the grills. I've seen GMC do that before. Dodge, I think, or Ram or whatever they are now.
Well, Tamaya put black chrome rims on the new Black Edition Clodbuster. And they put other parts on there that are different, and I think they gave it red shocks when the Super Clodbuster was blue shocks and a blue body. So it's a black body. Clodbuster just did a video on it, and he was like, "Oh, I like these black chrome rims."
So, Sean, you heard that Red Cat really loud, right? That was you that made the comment about it being loud?
Yeah, it seems to be the gears in it or something very loud.
It's mod 1, all steel gears in there, so that's why it makes that noise. But once you get used to it, it's really like not that bad.
Yeah.
With the truck, really impressed me. It was that one side hill. Like the camera didn't really do it justice, but that the thing really like flexed out and stayed stable. I was really surprised. I'm going to do a couple of things before I take it out tomorrow.
Yeah, I was just surprised and I did it because that Komodo, that's all steel gears and everything too. And when you watch a video of that, you hardly even hear that thing running.
On the Gen 8 Mod 1, do you have grease in the gears? Do you have lots of grease?
I have no idea. I haven't even opened it yet. That was only the 3rd time it's ever been run. That's the most I ever drove it in my previous video on the nice little beach area. Holy crap. It was nice. The sun was coming up.
That location was awesome.
That was near Pebble Beach, like right where I was.
Yeah.
Starts like a scenic tour, and you drive all through there, and there's mansions, and I was taking pictures, and not one but 5 Ferraris passed me. I didn't get up pictures of them all, but it was pretty cool. It was a really nice place. That was like Monterey Bay, I think it was called. Yeah,
there was some nice waves, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Hey, Tony.
It seems to be all them Red Cats tank, all the new X1, they all like The oxidation, they're all noisy for some reason.
I'll do that. I'll do that mod on mine. I'll check it because right now it's nice and quiet. And my son's Red Cat. I ran it for the first time just after Christmas. Like I just posted the video this today.
Yeah, but that's the first Red Cat tank, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, the oxidation you're talking about, for some reason, the oxidation is really noisy.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, it's because of the mod 1. I think, you know, your other car you were talking about, it might have steel gears, but are they mod 1? Because I think the gap, like not the gap, but like the size of it is what is creating it, the way the gears mesh. I don't know if that makes any sense, but that's kind of what I was thinking. They're just bigger cogs kind of, and that's, you know, it's not like fine little gears.
Is the builder's kit a mod 1? Do you guys know?
I'm not sure. I don't know.
The Red Cat pack kit you talking about?
Yeah.
I don't believe so. I think the mod 1 steel gears is new to the Gen 8, but I'm not a huge Red Cat.
Yeah, I think it
person.
came. I think it came with that brushless system, eh?
Yeah, that's what it's got.
Hey Tony,
I'm gonna get the servo turned up.
Hey Tony, are you working on a Cloudbuster?
Yes.
Yeah, Shen RC said Tony's bringing out all the beauties tonight.
Hey Tony, do you like the new Black Edition Cloudbuster?
Oh yeah, and I like the price on it. It's where the price should be.
What? Oh, it's in the $200 range, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, it's like $100 cheaper.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and you don't have to.
But it comes with
Man,
it comes with chrome black rims, and I'm sure you like that a lot.
Those are deep rims. Is that the rims that actually comes with the Cloudbuster? Those deep rims?
Yeah.
The black chrome rims, yes.
These ones.
But the new one has black ones.
There's a bullhead.
Black chrome.
And does it come with them Goodyear
Still
tires,
Cloudbuster chassis.
Tony, or did you put them on?
No, these were on this one.
Nice.
It's jacked up. Here you can see it got extensions to lower the shocks and make it sit higher.
Those are oil filled.
It's to make it look good, but handling, you know, it's gonna be weird.
Them tires would be nice in your SMT, you know?
Yeah, and then this has the front or the axle mounted servos, and it has dual servos instead of one servo up in the middle. So you can independently turn this. What I'm going to do is I'm going to have it set here. So when I push forward, it turns right. And when I pull back, it turns the rear steer left. So it's going to be like a monster truck where you literally toggle the rear steer left and right with a switch. And then I just
do crab crawl.
Turn on the rate because I don't want it to go full rate.
Yeah.
So I'll turn down the amount of travel that it'll do left and right.
It's just like, are you trying to get it to do only 1% turning in the rear like they do on Porsches?
Yeah, it'll be more than that.
Oh. So I bet you're going to get the Black Edition.
White body behind you is about to fall.
Shen, you have yours with these extenders too, from CPE to raise the chassis. Yeah, like Kevin did on his. That's how I have my Bigfoot set up that I run. My Cloudbuster's been set up like that to run the dual.
So you're going to get the Black Edition?
I like all those stickers on your radio there, Tony.
I was going to. These are actually just paint markered on. I wanted the orange one, but they wouldn't release it forever. They had it last June at the RC, the No Limit RC thing. Greg had it from Horizon, and I kept telling him I wanted one, but they weren't coming out. And then I got this one, and then they finally released it, but I'd already gone and added orange to mine.
You know, Tamaya's radio, they have them in, Tamaya's transmitter they have a white version. It's all white.
Yeah, Arctic white.
It must be Arctic white.
Arctic white.
No, it's just white.
What shade of white exactly is it?
It was a bright white.
Bright white. What's the color code on that?
Arctic.
Arctic white. Believe it or not, there's an actual car that has a color called Arctic white on it.
No, I know. It's just funny because we kept talking about that accent and what color it was last time.
Stop presenting Tiny. Present me, Tiny. Tiny's been on here for how long?
No, he's not presenting anymore.
Yes, he is. Yeah, present me for one tick.
So,
there you
Tony,
Okay.
I want to
Present
see
Jack before he gets angry.
Steve. No, I don't get angry, mate. What I get angry about?
so Tony, are you gonna
Arctic
get the black
White.
edition?
Steve, Arctic White, brother.
That's what
Are you
it
gonna
is.
get
Arctic.
opal? Are you
Arctic
getting
White,
opal
mate.
black? How about opal black?
Arctic White.
That car is so hot, it's cold. Arctic cold.
How
Nice.
about
Arctic White.
then there's gonna be opal and black metallic.
All right, so that's Arctic White. All right, fellas,
Cool.
just remember that.
Just think, with it being that white, us up here in the north, will lose it in the snow.
What is it?
You'd have to look for the black rims and the red side on the rim. That's what I
Who was
need
it?
to find.
Jin Sun, Jack? Jin Sun
Sorry?
had an epic video of that thing. In
Sorry? Who?
Jin Sun or Kin Sun? Kin Sun, I had that video with
Oh,
that.
Kinsu.
Oh, Kinsu. He makes
Yeah.
good videos.
Yeah.
He does good
Yeah.
videos.
I mean, even like Sion, he does crazy stuff. He's got, I think he's got two of these. He's got red wine and the black one.
Yeah, I saw the red wine the other day on someone's video. It's a dark.
He doesn't
red.
have the Arctic White.
Arctic.
Oh my God! You're gonna beat a dead horse here, Jack.
Brad, your microphone is absolutely busting my ears, mate. And my left ear, I've lost my hearing again. So you're actually busting my right ear.
What?
I'm sorry, I can't help that.
Oh, John's buggy. Yeah, John's got a truggy. Well, tell us about that truggy, John. You're spotlighted.
All right.
Arctic
Sure.
White.
This is a Techno ET410. It's a 10th scale 4-wheel drive. So those are pretty new. There's not too many 4-wheel drive stadium trucks. This is one of two, I think, or three. There's this one by Techno, and then one by X-Ray. And this is a used one, of course. I just picked it up on the weekend, fully upgraded. It has pretty much every upgrade on it because it used to be an ex-Techno team driver's truck. So it's got every carbon and metal upgrade you can get for it. So I'm going to build it out for racing.
Light. It's light.
Well, it must not be very good if he's an X-ray team driver.
No, I think he still is.
Oh, okay.
Now, how much is a buggy like that worth?
A local guy who I may have misspoke. The local guy wanted to run X-Ray, and I would like to run Techno, so I bought his Techno Chuggy, and he's buying an X-Ray.
Okay, cool.
But the
The
guy
only
bought
problem-
was not the team driver, so it
The only
before.
problem I see with that, John, there's one problem with that, mate.
What's that?
The body's not Arctic White.
Yeah.
Oh my God! Jack is obsessive
The tires,
compulsive
the
like me
wheels
right
are
now.
Want to see what it is? Watch this. Watch this, Jack. Watch this.
Arctic White with red.
Arctic White front now.
He's got double white. That's all right. That passes, mate. That's a pass. That's a
An
pass.
Arctic White front end.
Well, Brad, you're the one that said that TRX6 is Arctic White, mate. It's you that said it.
I swore it. Someone wrote it in a video that it was Arctic White.
We
I
Canadians
still-
can't have Arctic White. We can't have Arctic White in Canada. We lose them in the snow.
Yeah.
You need tropical white.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, then you go tropical yellow or tropical orange.
This truck is
That'd be good for Australia.
What's that? Yeah, Arctic White.
No, I'm talking about tropical orange and tropical yellow would be good in your country, Jed.
No, just red, like the Outback.
So when I paint the CCO2, should I paint that gray or Arctic White?
I want, you know what, Frank? I actually want you to seek out that actual color if you could find it. I would really like to see you do that as a joke. I would really like to see you actually
I
find
looked
a
at that.
color.
It's just white.
Get out of the body.
No.
That will be Arctic White.
Just white.
Poor
Yes.
White.
Wish you
Yes.
would.
Wish you would.
I want you to actually find a color that says Arctic White on the can and spray that.
I'll try.
I was
But
gonna
if-
say, we
Here's
really
actually
make it.
Arctic White.
Unbelievable.
Frank, so
Polar
this is
bear
really
not
Arctic White.
Is a polar bear not Arctic White?
I
Good night,
don't
Greg.
know. It
He's
is a
just
polar
white.
bear. Ask Google.
Yeah,
Oh,
is a polar
Google.
bear
Good
not
to see you,
Arctic
mate.
White?
He's just white.
Let's ask Google. Wait. Hey, Google. No, Google's asleep.
Google's
Hey, Google.
Polar bears aren't really white. We just see them as white because of how the light reflects through their transparent hairs.
Maybe they don't identify as white. You don't know how they feel.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, geez, we're not going there, are we?
No.
Okay, what about the patches of white on your cat? Arctic white on your cat.
Mr. Don Biggles.
No worries at all, Grant. Good to see you, mate. Always a pleasure, mate.
So, Tony, are you going to get the Black Edition Clodbuster?
No, we're going back to that again,
Oh,
are we?
man, you asked him that 3
Brad,
times.
you've
already.
asked him, but you must have just record your voice, record to Maya, and just push play, mate, and it'll come up.
You've asked him that
I
same
didn't know
question 3 times.
Yeah, but he didn't really answer it.
Hey, RC Biker Boy, what's up?
Okay, Tony, Brad would like to know if you're going to buy the Black Edition Clodbuster.
Probably not because.
Okay, now that's all we wanted to hear. Thank you.
Okay, I have too many.
That's it. No, the answer is no. So let's drop it.
Oh, too bad there's not an Arctic White Clodbuster.
No.
Arctic White Quadbuster. There you go, Brad.
There you go. That's
Now-
Canadian white.
That's some vintage white. Looks like
Yeah.
it's
That's vintage white. Arctic
It's a-
White has metallic in it.
I don't see that metallic in this thing. Just white.
Hey, you got 2
There's-
shocks on that. You got 2 sets
No,
of shocks.
there's. I
Hey,
saw
no, it's
metallic
hot.
in that color.
There's no metallic in
White.
it.
Plain old white. WHIT.
Okay, what do you want for that Clodbuster?
Then what?
Yeah, what do you want for it?
I found it.
I know. What I'm asking now, what do you want for it?
I never thought of it, actually.
Oh,
It's not for sale,
Frank-
Trail Critter.
G'day, Sean.
Frank wants to buy that from you.
BJSPRC. G'day, mate.
I don't have a Clodbuster. I have a lot of other ones, but I don't have a Clodbuster.
Everything's for sale.
You
at
should
the
sell it
price.
to him, Trail Critter.
I got a butt buster.
Sure looks like
How about a mini E-Revo?
Maybe.
I think you
Everything
should
is
sell it to
for
Frank.
sale at the price of, like,
Does anyone know?
not for many-
It's the only white one I have. Everything's blue. I think I have a problem with blue.
Get the black one. Get the Black Edition version.
Your
Try to get a
son would
word in
love
here, you never
to
can.
kick around with a mini E-Revo.
Does anyone know what an SG4B Cross RC is?
No.
Grant just ordered one from Extreme RC. Anyone know what that is? SG4B Cross RC.
Well, it's probably one of their 6x6s or something, is it?
I don't know. I've never heard of it.
Yeah, Cross RC is weird. Like you have got like the A version, the B, the C, and then the flagship version. Like
Let me look it up. Let me
you
look.
gotta be
Yes.
careful when you're buying
What is it?
Cross RC.
SG4B. It is. So, yeah, because they make those ones. They make the 6x6 and 8x8, don't they?
Hey, Frank. You know that Volvo you like?
Is in green.
You like
Okay.
You know
I'm,
that-
selling it. I'm actually thinking about buying the Black Edition so I can put my green on the shelf. That's great.
Arctic White.
This is the SG4B.
I seen RC
Oh, wow.
Review do that. I don't think he liked it much.
No,
I think it was this
Oh,
one. I
that's
know
the-
he's done Cross RC before.
Oh,
Not
that's the
one.
demon. That thing is actually really nice. Oh, that's the one. The flagship version is awesome, but an RC intro
That-
just got one. I was looking at it.
That
the other day.
interior's nice. That interior's nice on that.
did I see the motor at an angle? Was that motor at an angle? Was it?
Yeah, the motor goes up at an angle up inside.
Oh,
Yeah, that's
wow.
weird.
That's different.
Like that, the dry shaft and the motor is actually straight all the way down to the rear or the.
No, it actually has a. It's weird. Type. See right on the back of the motor there.
Yeah.
Right on the back of the motor, that's a little like transfer case. So it actually has a short. Coming from the back of that motor, it has a short little drive shaft that goes to like a two-way transfer case that
Two-way
goes out to
transfer
two
case.
Wow.
shops then.
So
Do you have
that,
this, Sean?
What's that?
Do you have this?
No, RC Intro has RC Intro just bought it, and I was up at his house on Sunday looking at it.
Are you thinking of getting it?
It's still in the box in pieces.
The cat wants to be in the video.
that's not
Let
the
him be
greatest
in the video.
recording, but it looks damn
Everybody
good.
loves cats. Oh man,
So-
he took his cat out. RC
So,
propaganda took his cat out.
so Grad's saying it's not the best crawler, but it looks good. He's saying.
Oh yeah.
Hey, so Frank,
Yeah.
you know that Volvo you like that's coming out from Maya? It's actually a 124 scale because of what the vehicle's based on.
That's okay.
Just want to let you know.
I just find it would be really cool having it sitting in my scale, not my scale, in my trails at the back, and doing a construction yard
Yeah.
with all the other time cod, dig a hole and just have them there while people are driving around and taking pictures and videos. That'd be cool having it there.
And have it move occasionally.
Oh, if somebody wants to drive it, yeah.
Oh, Basham Boys in the chat. How you going, Gabs? Sorry, I missed it, mate. I didn't see you there.
I'm on the Cross RC website right now to see if I can get a cross section of that transmission and the transfer case, but I don't see that picture.
I wonder if this is a servo reverser.
Oh, you have one in the club also, Tony, you could probably use.
I think I do.
Look, you just got an idea. Like,
There you go, Gabs. Give you the devil horns. Iron Maiden, mate.
Hey, Sean, it looks like your collection of cars has gotten bigger.
no, it's actually quite the same size. There's more
That
on the
build that
floor.
you did, the build that you're doing, I watched the video earlier on. I mean, those wheels, mate. Jeez.
Yeah,
That's a pain in the butt.
yeah, the way Vanquish actually make you install the wheels is crazy.
That's unreal.
Yeah,
I was gonna ask, does it actually come like that?
what's that?
Does it come like that, all those screws? Or is that after?
Like in the four wheels alone, there's 80 screws in the four wheels.
What?
Yeah. Hear that?
How's that
Yeah,
possible?
80 screws.
That's a
Four
joke.
wheels. But the way
How's
they
that
make you
possible?
install it, how is it impossible? Here,
80 screws on a 10 scale car up front alone.
on
That's-
four
that's
wheels.
amazing.
Here, do you want to start counting them? Here, count that side, and then I'll
Oh,
count the back of the wheel as well.
That's a joke.
Yeah. Between the
they
four
certainly want
wheels,
those tires secured.
it's crazy.
Gem City saying that three are racing
Oh, look at that. You have
screws
one,
have
Tony.
96.
Oh yeah.
There you go.
96 screws.
Yeah, but it's weird because
Screw that, as Nick would say in his video. Screw that.
Huh.
Hey, that's why,
Yeah,
hey,
it's weird.
Sean,
What? Brad? Yes, Brad.
So-
Go ahead.
so do you have to use power tools to take those apart because you just gotta go do it quickly?
No, I don't build with any power tools. I use all hand tools.
Mm.
Oh, that would take forever then.
Yeah. I don't build with power tools.
Can skip forearm day at the gym though.
Yeah, that's it. It's weird how you have to put the center hub on first, then put the hex head in that center hub, and then the wheel actually screws to the freaking center hub. It's so weird. Like, they've done it.
Oh, it looks like you're going to have to leave those wheels on for a bit of a while there, bro.
Yeah, but what concerns me though, it's like there's 6 screws that go into that center hub, and that's
It's in the
all.
hub, yeah. There's 6 of them. Yeah,
Yeah, so that's what's going to take the torque, just like, you know.
there you go.
So here's the Cross RC transmission.
Yeah,
So-
that's what I was saying. It's weird. It's right on the back of the motor.
Yeah.
Looks
So
like
it
an
actually
N-bell.
bolts on right on here. So you have the low, all the low gears and all the gears in here.
Yeah. And then coming off of that, you have a small little drive shaft that goes into another transfer.
The
Yes,
pinion
it's
gear is
all
actually on an angle. It shows a little bit of an angle.
Yeah.
Then you have the transfer case, which is normal.
Yeah.
Is it a 2-speed transmission?
No, single. I just want to find out where it's actually attached to see the angle. So there is a little tiny drive shaft, looks like. Typical front axle.
I hate how this automatically goes full screen on you.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, just
Anytime
escape.
you do that, like do something like
Can't
that.
get rid of it.
So up in the top corner, you just click
You
on
can
the
get rid
top
of it.
corner.
It's just, yeah, I couldn't read the chat. It's fine.
Come on, where's that motor? You got to do a lot of things
When I
before
saw
installing that motor.
those have a very smooth transmission because I've seen them being run.
So there's the drive shaft. There's the transfer case.
Yeah.
Okay, here's the motor and the motor mount. And there's a small little drive shaft.
Yeah, so you got a small drive shaft that goes down in straight off the back of the motor on that gearbox.
What a weird
That's a pretty
setup.
that's a complex system.
No kidding.
Yeah.
That's going to take longer to put together than most of the crawlers.
Yeah, well, it's how they figured out to keep the motor all the way up front and keep it in that angle, I guess.
But it's cool that the brace is actual where the shaft goes through. They have those on actual cars, so that's cool.
Hmm.
Yeah, it's
How
weird.
would they have that?
It was the first thing I noticed the other day in RC intros. I was like, whoa, this is a weird sort of setup. Especially the transmission right on the motor.
Where did you see that, Sean? Because he hasn't got a video with it, has he?
No, I was up at his house the other day there, and I was up at his house, and then he got the kit. He's getting ready to build it. So.
You just say you were over his house.
Yeah.
Oh, he lives by you, does he?
He lives. We figured out he only lives 5 minutes from me.
You're joking.
Yeah, he only lives 5 minutes from me. Like.
That's awesome.
Now I wonder with the motor, with the way it's set up like that, is it better for like center of gravity or just front?
Well, yeah, they said it. They said it gives it a good weight distribution. Like, so they do say it actually balances out, and that's why they put the spare tire where they did on the back, because they said it just balances the whole truck.
Oh,
It looks like it would. It looks like it would less likely endo on you.
It would what?
Endo, meaning it would pop the rear up and go up front.
No, it's not why I just said they said they strategically put the spare tire where they did to balance the weight on the back.
Yes.
So
Is that it's probably what, a counterbalance to the battery?
yeah.
Grant's saying that the two biggest complaints are the transfer case and the rear shock placement.
Hey, Brad, I want to show you something again here. This is the wheel for that Cross RC. It actually has, for one wheel, 48 of these little screws for one wheel.
That's insane. That's insane. It would take an hour just to put that together.
So you
I'd do
actually
it in
have
2
4
minutes.
wheels to do like this.
Yeah.
How long did it take you?
I said, I'll do it in 2 minutes.
Yeah.
Oh,
Using
yeah,
the drill.
right. I thought you should show a video of that doing that in 2 minutes. People should pay to see that.
I'm
That-
the
and then
fastest
you can do it-
screwer in the West. I screw really
using a power
fast.
tool.
He's
That's
got
what
a good
you need.
wrist. He's got a good
Yeah.
practice with his wrist.
I'm really good with my
Now,
hands.
Tank.
Oh,
Now,
48
Tank.
48 screws. I don't know
So
how.
Tank,
You could do that in 2 minutes.
Gem City RC was saying, Tank, you should call up the guy I'm buying rims from now on Instagram. Noodles Custom Wheels.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
I'll look it up real
You
quick.
know, I basically think the wheels with that many screws in it is to actually help the weight, just help the weight up front.
Yeah, I agree, Shen. Totally agree, mate. Electric driver for those. Yep.
That's too funny what Steve just said in chat.
Yeah, I know. I saw that.
Can't see it again.
That's what Brandon said. He's the fastest. What did you say, Brandon? You're the fastest screw in the West.
In the West.
Screwer in the West.
That's what she said too.
Sean always goes there like that.
So here's Noodle Custom Wheels.
Yeah, Shen, the only reason I'm afraid of using, I just afraid of stripping the freaking screws on an electric driver.
Well, if you were a good screwer.
Purple's nice.
You know how to
Those purples
do
are
it.
nice. The purple rims are nice. The purple
My
chrome.
wife would like that purple. Oh my God, don't let her see those. I'll have to get them. They'll never be the end of it.
And I bet you they're not cheap either. I bet you they're almost $100 for the pair.
That's not bad. Oh, well, for a pair.
Am I right?
Sometimes you gotta do what you
Yeah,
gotta
you
do.
think it's $100 per pair?
If you like it, then you'll just buy it. If somebody likes it, they'll just pay the price.
I mean,
Jim said I gotta say $120.
Yeah.
A pair.
Screw locking for $115 shipped.
That's for all four, Brad.
Oh, that's
not
for
bad,
all
though.
four.
That's not bad. 115 for all four. That's pretty good.
Yeah, it's not bad.
That's something. That's a color that look good on a drift car.
I could see you using purple a lot. I think you like that, Jack, don't you? You like the purple.
Sorry?
You like purple.
You could see me using that a lot.
Ah, this is a nice one
Hey,
here.
don't forget purple's
Jesus,
royalty.
purple on
Purple's
my-
color
Yeah,
royalty.
that is
That's a
nice.
real one. That's a real rim. The cars at the back is
Is
real.
that,
I don't
Yeah,
really
it
like
is.
that wheel. I think it's kind of weird looking.
it's like a chrome black.
Yeah,
Like the
blue.
Aussie
Don't forget.
wheels.
Don't forget. Purple is a color of royalty. So
Oh, that's why my
Okay.
wife likes it. She must think she's all royal. Oh, I have
yeah,
to put her in her
Purple-
place
purple's-
then.
she wants everything purple because she'll feel like royalty. The
Have
gold ones are
any, have
nice.
any of you been watching the Twin Hammers on YouTube live?
No.
I heard people were
Oh,
watching
there's,
that.
hey, that looks good on that. With the smaller tires and those rims.
I tell you, they were doing the desert racing truck today on King of the Hammers. Man, them guys are freaking.
The car rally. You know what? People who do Baja, they say Baja, the car is far worse. I
Okay,
knew they would say
Brad, speak a little quieter. You're really, your audio is really bad.
that. I have no idea why.
Okay, now you're okay
Yeah, now you're fine.
because you're not getting excited. So don't get excited. Calm down, and everything's gonna be
So,
fine.
did you hear the last statement? Did you hear the last statement about that the people who've done Baja think that the car is worse because it's a longer race and it's far more grueling.
Okay. Uh-oh, Tony turned on his beast. Let's go to Tony and see what's going on. Tony, you are live. You're spotlighted. So don't
I am
screw up.
setting my endpoints for this rear steer so I can just push with the lever. Just have to do a little bit of rear steer. I don't want to do full because it's too hard to control rear. Around the corners a little faster.
What do you think of that rugged, Tony?
I love it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I don't have the issue with mine with going through. I actually find it easier than my one that has a wheel.
I find it to be a pain, and then that little lanyard piece right above your finger there, mine broke off like super quick. The rubber pieces kind of come out. And
I
it's
glued
kind
all
of
these
like
on. All these I glued all the way around.
ah.
So I just immediately put tire glue all the way around every one of the rubber pieces.
What radio is that?
Rugged.
The rugged.
Yeah.
Special rugged.
What kind
I
of
didn't
glue
hear
do you
that.
use, Tony?
I just use like super glue, basically gel.
Tire glue.
What
Tire glue
company
works.
makes that?
This Spectrum.
Yeah, that annoys me. That rubber coming
I
off.
found I really love, especially for these kind of things. I mean, I could one-hand drive this car all day long.
Yeah.
And have a blast with it. So
my hands aren't quite big enough for the one hand. Like I can do it, but not. Maybe I need more practice. But
you kind of have to bring your hand around.
That didn't sound too good.
So normally I hold it like this. When I one-handed steer, I kind of bring it around so I can use my thumb a little easier.
My hands are just a tiny bit bigger.
Well, one of these days you'll grow up and you'll be able to do it.
Yeah,
I want to be a real boy.
I didn't like it the first time I tried it in a store. I couldn't get the thing to work well, but they had a bad batch of them come out with the sensor, whatever. Again, it's that whole idea of people say, you know, how come they didn't test something before they send it out and all this. Well, they test it. They get a test model, but when it goes into full manufacturing mode, they don't know if the companies change out the plastic materials to try and make it a little cheaper.
Yeah.
You know, what they did is I think the factories moved a piece inside of the controller to make it easier for them to assemble, which then screwed up the whole pad.
Yeah, my pad's a little wonky, but I got it down. I mean, I don't complain about it. I complain about the rubber pieces falling out of it. That's what I don't like.
Yeah, I glued those, and I would never trust this to hold it by.
Mine broke right off. I was pissed. Radio come crashing down. I got like a GoPro 3M mount on it now that I use.
Yeah, I just put a clip here, like a C clip.
But I don't like it. I didn't like how it hung. I like how it hangs from the top, so I can just grab it with my hand and start driving. It doesn't hang at an awkward angle. It just hangs perfect from where that landing piece is right there.
I don't know why they attached it like they did with rubber, because it's just asking to be broken.
Yeah, if you take it off, you can see like if you take the radio apart, there's like a little thing where it slides over and stuff, but the actual rubber was just like too weak. So it just like was holding on just by that little tiny thing that you see. And it just, plus the temperature too, I think had something to do with it. And then, you know what? I reached out to them to think maybe they could just send me that one little piece and I could try it again, but they never even replied to me.
Well, I bet they don't even have just that one. Honestly.
Well, like I reply saying, "Oh, I'm sorry," like would have been nice and acknowledging it. Like if they didn't have it, I could have understood that, but they didn't even say anything. But maybe I didn't go through the right channel. But oh well.
Well,
does anybody?
I wouldn't know the channel because I don't. Like you guys heard earlier, I never call in on those things. I should. I just don't.
Yeah, I'm not that big on that stuff myself either, Tony. Like, you know, like Traxxas, they're really good at giving you stuff, but they're gonna just give you the same crappy part that's gonna break. So why even waste your time? Like it's just gonna break.
I'm just not good with anything like returns to stores. You know, like buying something and trying it on and taking it back. I hate doing that. I don't know what it is.
Yeah, I'm not a big return guy.
But
so what do you guys think of their new charger and batteries, Spectrum?
For Traxxas?
See you, Steve.
No.
Spectrum. The new
Spectrum.
Spectrum? I don't know. I don't have any, so I can't comment on that. Anybody
They have
else got the
smart
new
technology in
Spectrum
the
batteries?
I would like to try it. I like the idea of the smart battery self like storage charging after it's been sitting, you know, but then to be stuck with only one, like if you got money to go out and buy a bunch of batteries, but then you're, you know, kind of stuck. So
normal too. You can do it like normal.
See you
Oh,
later,
okay.
Steve-O. Steve-O
Yeah.
D is leaving.
If it doesn't read it right as a smart battery, you can charge normally.
Yeah.
Yeah, but they have a smart charger.
Legacy balance plug on it. You can charge them like old style batteries. It's pretty cool. And
Oh,
the
I didn't know that.
self-discharging thing comes disabled out of the box. It's only turned on if you program it to do that.
Yeah, with their charger or with the controller, I think you can do it.
Interesting. Yeah, I think we'll start to see more of that stuff in the future. That more, you know, technology. Like I think some of these companies are gonna like, I guess like Horizon with Spectrum, like, you know, they want to offer something to stay like in the ecosystem and have something. So, you know,
I don't know if it's because I'm an old guy or with old technology, but I find that the smarter they make things for you, the dumber you get.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're just really old, Tank. That's all.
No, but it's true. Like people driving smart cars. Like, what's up with, okay, I'm going to drive a smart car. It can't drive for me, so I'm going to go to sleep. What's up with that? Like, hello?
It's those cars suck. A guy I worked with tried to sell me that. One of those things.
Or parking self-parking cars.
All right, RC, buy your boy.
Good where there's not a lot of parking. If you want to get out, but there's no room for your getting out with your car door, you can get into a tight spot by just getting out of the
That's
car.
what's good about that. That's what's
That's a
good
good
about that.
idea, but what happens when the other guy wants to get back in his car and you're parked really tight to him? He's gonna scratch your car. So
Bang. Yep.
That's why I
Well,
park in the
what happens is
boonies.
it's gonna start reducing the parking lot side.
You know how you're able to park in a tight parking spot? Go out of America and take your driving test.
yes.
Well, I got more miles in reverse than you guys got forward, so I don't need no driving tests.
So I would like to know. Well, I know that it makes the lipo safer. That's for sure, which is a good thing. You don't want them blowing up on you.
It makes, yes, but if you do it properly, you don't need the smart battery.
Yeah.
If you know how to charge your battery, how to balance them, if you know how to discharge them, if you learn the proper way, you don't really need it. They made the smart battery to make it easier for people so they don't have to learn it.
Yeah.
And it's smart.
Well,
it's smart.
Time too. It's a time saver. You don't got to worry about putting it in storage mode. Just put them there, and
I looked at it more as a safety issue, not anything else.
But that whole smart technology thing, that's more for like racers and stuff like that who need all the information back. Like guys with crawlers and stuff, you don't really need any of that stuff.
It's good to look at how much battery you have left.
Yeah, that's right. Like, yeah, but you're doing a lot of bison and stuff, so it's good for guys
Well, you
doing
put them out on the
bison.
trail, like, because with my trail trucks, I typically am like, yeah, this battery's got some juice in it. I should be good for a while. But I don't know how much juice is actually in it.
See you later, Gem City. See you later.
Hi, John.
I always overcharge, and I hate it. I got like not overcharge. I mean, like I always charge too many batteries. I'll bring like 2-3 batteries when I really would have just been fine with one. I kind of hate that. So it's just that the fact that like I could just kind of let that thing go into its storage mode. I like that idea because I'm kind of silly like that.
Yeah, but I like the idea of
I just
being safer.
Jim City, you want to try being from a country that uses the letter U a lot more than America does. Every time I write caller, my smartphone tells me I'm writing it wrong because I'm adding a U, where America doesn't have a U in caller. So it's like my smartphone argues with me all the time.
I have that stuff off, so then I just look like an idiot all the time, like because I spell things bad because I'm a bad speller. But it's better than like it changing words on me and aggravating me.
No, that does that to me too. But I'm a bad speller too, so I join you in that.
Yeah, I'm not very intelligent in that sort of stuff.
Ask your wife if she thinks you're intelligent.
Intelligence is in the eye of the beholder. You know?
Well, I do all right for my situation, so I'm not complaining.
You want to say something?
I look at all this smart stuff. I look at all this smart stuff in a way that it's just something else to go wrong.
Yeah.
Education,
a little bit.
Yeah, education is nothing. I left school when I was 14 years old, and I run multi-million-dollar construction projects.
Yeah, I hear you.
I know more than these stupid kids coming out of college thinking because it was done in a book that way, it can be done.
Yeah,
hey, Sean,
especially in that kind of field.
Yeah.
Sean, you got to look at it this way. It's common sense that's most important at this point.
You know what they say about common sense, though, Brad? It's not common. It's not
It's
common.
not common sense. Common sense isn't common. Well, it hasn't become common recently. Yes.
Especially in the construction field, right, Sean? You must see some silly things. Like I've been in the same field my whole life, and like the amount of people you meet in that field, like you'd think anyone could like run a shovel, but you ask someone to shovel and they can't even figure out how to like move dirt with a shovel, and you're like, I don't know how to help you.
let me add this: it's common sense and wisdom that's lacking in the world these days.
No. Especially in New York, it's worse because all the unions, like one guy would look at you and say, "Not in my job description," like you know.
Yeah, that's the thing with the unions. You get some of that. That was my idea of it. But right, I joined the union out here to get a new job like a couple of years ago, and I thought, like, I got the job. I got on the operators thing, like running a paver. You know, I've been doing it my whole life.
Yeah.
So I was like, well, whatever. I'll get in the union because what my understanding was, I just have to run the paver. I'm not going to have to labor or anything. This
Yeah.
company's like, oh, yeah, we're short on people. And they wanted me to, like, do all kinds of labor. And I was like, well, I thought this was union. So I quit like 2 weeks later. They were like slave drivers. My boss gave me a $3 raise to come back. I was like, okay. Like, it wasn't like my job. It was just the union. And like, I saw the like really high hourly rate and everything. And then with how the unions work with your retirement, I was like, this could be a good thing.
Yeah.
And then it just wasn't what I expected. I was like, dang.
Yeah, well, that wasn't
Like I
happening
said-
here. You've got it for every machine. There's like 4 operators. You have the guy that operates it, then you have a guy to grease it, you have a guy to put diesel in it. Like every single person has their own function. Like
Yeah. I mean, I'm not for
you
it
bring in
really.
you bring in one excavator and you have to take 4 guys with the excavator. Like
Oh yeah. See, that's my understanding of it. Like this
Well, I
company
find it
was
in New York.
union, but
that's how
Yeah.
it works. So
well, I was in Boston, so I wasn't very far from you because like
Yeah.
my best friend, his dad was in the union, and
Well, I
like,
get
you
that.
know,
I get
I
that.
always did it, and my dad would be like, oh, it's fucking union. I got a truck driver and he don't even get out the truck and work. I'm like, get that. He's in the union. Like
Yeah.
he's a truck driver. Like he's not going to get out because you want him to get out.
yeah, well, I used to live in Boston as well. I used to live in Brighton.
Oh, Brighton. Okay. I know where that is. Yeah.
I lived in Brighton.
I lived
Yeah.
in Hardwick, Massachusetts, but I've been to Boston.
I was a masshole for pretty much my whole life.
But
I moved to Maine and the kids were like, masshole.
And yet you have a family and a wife.
JM, you're up around Massachusetts, no?
What's that?
You're up around Massachusetts, no?
No.
I
I'm
thought you were Massachusetts.
I lived
no,
here for a year in Massachusetts.
originally from New York, but I'm out in Michigan now.
Michigan.
Workman's comp office. I wish I could get workman's comp. I'm just gonna do a scam. I hate that you see so many people. There's a guy at my apartment building. I don't know him all that well, but he's got a handicap pass. He's disabled. He's got PTSD and all this stuff, but he's never been in the military or anything. And I see him out there all the time working on like people's cars, side projects, taking his dog out and stuff. He doesn't look messed up to me.
Yeah,
Hey,
it's the
you
same
can
thing
have
with my
PT
next door neighbor.
You know,
you can have PTSD and not been in the military.
well, I don't know what he's been through, but a lot of people have problems. He's not the only one. I just don't like the handicap pass because he's not handicapped. Like he's on the ground wrenching on cars.
Oh yeah.
You know, so it's like, I'm not sure. Like that's what I'm saying. I'm reserving it. He's never done anything to me, but like, you know, he has all this. He's out there ripping cigarettes, smoking, and it's like,
Oh yeah.
are you handicapped? And like, it looks like a fun-
11 Charlie is saying here that he loves his Venom Charger. Who else has a Venom Charger here?
I got
Single
one.
or multiple?
I don't have
You got the multiple one?
Maybe he's in the
Is that tower one? That Venom is the tower one, right?
Okay, that's the Sky RC double charger. Yeah, that's a nice one.
Yeah, I think it's a good charger. Had it for a while.
What's up?
Yeah, I have the quad charger.
So Agent Shing, or how do you pronounce his second name? I built a teeter totter from my SCX 24. Going to do a small backyard course in the spring. Pretty cool.
That's my dream, a backyard course. I'm trying to buy a house now. I just did some paperwork today.
John, you look like you had a hard day sitting in
John.
that chair the way you are.
Just annoyed because I've had a part sitting out for probably a year, and now I need it, and I put it away a while ago, and now I need it, and I cannot find it.
Of course. Sean RC,
Never put things away.
Shen RC says dumb batteries. So Shen RC says dumb batteries and dumb charger rule the RC world.
Yeah.
Guess I'm still dumb. I don't have any of them smart batteries.
I'm not gonna lie, having the Bluetooth on this thing and being able to check the batteries on my phone is quite nice.
Cool.
Yeah. Yeah, the Traxxas
Yeah, we have to
charger
leave.
have that I have.
Yeah, they got the live.
I'm just lucky my house is well insured. I just plug the batteries in, Just leave them sitting on the wood table and go out and do whatever I have to do. Come back.
Oh my God.
They're done.
You're brave, man.
What a
Yeah.
gambler you are. I'm like so paranoid now. I forget what came out. Just recently someone brought it up. I think we were talking about it in here. And now like I'm super paranoid. Once it gets nice out, I'm gonna charge him out on the balcony.
Try to get the house as well
And
insured.
then you burn your balcony down.
It has a much better chance out there because of the surface. So I
I
can just kick it off.
I undercharged a battery, a LiPo battery, like I brought it down too far. And then so I put it on NIM to charge it up. So just for a minute or two. And then my wife calls me. So I went upstairs and did something with her and blah blah blah. But then I completely forgot about it. And it's right downstairs. It's right here on my table. And then about 3 hours later, I come down and then it dongs on me, my battery. So I run to the battery. The battery was so big. It was a 3S, 3300 milliamps, I think it was. But man, that thing was like almost a baseball. And I look at it.
Oh, you slow it.
So I unplug it real quick, take the whole the whole LiPo bag, and I just throw the LiPo bag outside. My wife looks at me and goes, "What's going on?" I go, "Nothing." So
You could have burned down your house in a few minutes after.
It did not blow. It just puffed up real bad, and the battery was. I didn't even bother checking if it was good. I just threw it outside and threw it in the garbage after. I got.
You just throw it right in the garbage?
No, I didn't.
You're not supposed to do that.
I disposed it properly. There's a place here where we put used batteries, bring all the batteries. So I brought it there.
Where do you?
I thought maybe it went to a landfill.
Home Depot does it here.
Yeah, Home Depot. There's you can bring them at Best Buy also.
Yep.
Oh, right here in the Best Buy.
This is what my batteries live in.
Yeah, I got the same thing, Trail
Yeah,
Critter.
I've recently done that as well.
What is it?
Do you drill holes in the top though, so that way the pressure can come out?
I
Otherwise, you're just kind of making a little
I like-
pressure bomb.
I took
run
the
a
seal
back
out.
box.
I took the seal out.
The rubber seal.
I took the rubber seal off.
Yeah.
There you
Actually,
go.
I had a tank that told me to take the rubber seal out.
I
it's not-
want to get a
Yeah.
I want to get a bat box. A bat box are the best way to deal with that.
Yeah,
problem.
the bat box are okay, but
Bat box.
A lot of money for a specialized ammo can.
yeah.
Well, listen, it's nice when I go traveling. Like,
It
take
is.
it.
Yeah.
Sick. Yeah.
So mine
Yeah, I
have
got
You
left,
can hook up-
and when I open it, I get like the really like acrid smell of like one of my lipos is venting, and I don't know which one it is. Like it's quite the. I've never smelled that before.
Oh yeah.
I googled it. It's apparently not a problem, but if the electrolyte starts leaking out, it gives you like a very unique smell to your lipo.
But it has electrolytes. It's what
electrolytes
plants
that'll
crave.
kill you.
Hey, what's up, RC Boo?
Sean's getting,
Actually, the
John's
bat-
getting high on electrolytes.
But the bat box, you can put the charger on it and charge the batteries through it.
Well, propaganda is actually talking about a movie. So he is. I know what movie he's talking about too. That's what he's talking about when he's saying about electrolytes. The plants grow on electrolytes.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Our bodies need
What's in
electrolytes.
it?
What are you talking about?
Richie's in the house. Finally made it in.
Rich?
Oh, where
Bit
did
of water the plants.
Oh, Rich!
With like
I'm so happy to
comes
see
out
you,
of the
Rich.
toilet.
I'm so happy to see you, Rich. I miss
He's
talking to you, man.
he's got a new competition for this month. It's
Yeah.
a crazy ass competition for this month.
Is that what he calls it? A crazy ass?
No, not crazy ass, but it's a very dangerous competition. I think he called it.
It is.
I think this one, you made it sound like this is the most dangerous one.
Well, it is.
It is dangerous what he's
It
doing.
is because you have to tow somebody behind an RC to see how fast you can actually tow them on a skateboard, a shopping trolley. And he said you can hook more than one RC to whatever person you're towing. Like,
So
It'd be a
It's always
baby.
good to see you, man.
Is-
no,
your
the
audio
person has
working,
to be
Rich?
the person being towed has to be over the age of 14.
Damn.
Of course.
All right, Rick? How
you doing?
evening. And the devil appears.
Dr. Evil himself.
So why don't you tell us what your competition is for? What your tournament?
Did you see the subtle placement of the shopping trolley? Subtly dropped in there regularly. I'm just waiting for somebody to try it with a shopping trolley, because of course
shopping
you're
cart.
gonna
Pull a shopping cart. That's a good idea.
yeah, because the thing is, you'll be able to sit in there as an adult and steer it without any problem. But unlike a skateboard, how do you stop it or steer it?
Don't worry about that. You just need to go fast. You don't need to stop.
Yeah, you don't got to worry about stopping.
Yeah, that's it. Why do you need to stop?
Fall out and break your head open.
Yeah, I saw Kev Talbot riding that car around there. I've been thinking about one like towing behind something for a while, and I thought, and I just thought, I've got to do that. Just saying that.
My kids are going for a ride for sure.
Yeah, but I don't think it will be won by somebody towing something. It won't be won by somebody riding on the car. I don't think, because even that big thing of the Kevs, they don't Raminated, they don't actually go that fast, do they?
Well,
No, but they got power.
If you put in the new motor, it does.
Yeah, but still, you think an X-Max, you probably get somebody like RCU next Tuesday, get like a longboard or something and wear a crash helmet and tow it behind an X-Max up to about 55.
Yeah, that's more likely.
So the Raminator can do 50?
No, the Raminator's way slower than that, Brad. I would think that Raminator's what, 20, 25 miles an hour, something like that.
I heard 30. I heard 30.
Yeah.
That even seems like it might be fast.
All right, later, Shin.
Richard, it's been a long time to see you with everybody else in here.
Yeah. Sorry, it's just busy with family on Thursdays and stuff yesterday. I thought I was getting a damn ahead of myself, but last night I thought I'd missed it, and I was thinking it was Thursday yesterday and missed it completely. But anyway, yeah.
You came in at least.
Oh, thanks for dropping in. I appreciate it.
I said it's Friday.
We always appreciate Rich.
I appreciate everybody that drops in. If it wasn't for you guys, we wouldn't have an RC talk.
No, I appreciate it, Tank. And like I say, I'm sorry I haven't made it the past couple of weeks. It would have been slightly earlier than Steve O'D's if I'll have to pay attention on the time. Yeah. Yeah, but the 16S Beast has got a new set of tyres on it and is ready to run again tomorrow. So, but I'm trying to find a suitable spot to run it in.
Someone
Because
put the YouTube on.
Yeah, someone's echoing.
No, I think it's Brad. His headphones came off.
Actually, the whole thing fell down.
Okay.
My whole phone fell down.
Yeah,
maybe
Brad got excited and tripped his phone.
Maybe it'll fix your mic.
What was that, Jack?
Oh, it fell down, didn't it? Maybe it'll fix the mic.
Maybe it will.
Has anybody submitted a video yet, Rich?
I'm not checked, so nothing appearing. Well, they normally, when anybody puts one in, they appear in the spam box first of all, actually, and then I check the spam box like every 3 or 4 hours during the day when I'm running one of these comps, see if anything's come in. But nobody's done anything as yet. But
you're all probably thinking up their ideas.
Yeah.
My ass is too fat for any RC to pull me, so it won't happen.
Well, that's what I thought. If you've got like a little RC car, then you could get a few mates together, and like pull them, one of you along using 5-6 cars or something like that. Yeah.
Well, Rich, when you do these things, everybody knows you for doing these challenges.
Yeah.
You're just well known throughout the whole internet for it. You are aware of that, Rich.
But I think there should be some. I would think we can be assured of some fairly hysterical results on this one, and God knows what the top speed will be.
Yeah.
Or who's going to get injured?
Be nuts,
how
man.
badly?
Well, because I put it on down on there. I thought I better do it on the flat because I could see like roadside RC doing it and towing something to the top of the hill and just dropping someone off on there.
Yeah. That was Roadside's first question, I think. Are you allowed?
Yeah. He said, well, you've killed most of the innovative ideas I was thinking of. But probably saved you and your kids' legs.
Yeah.
But But you did say it had to be on a flat area. You can't use it down.
Yeah. Because I was worried. Because otherwise, Tank, if somebody tries something and like tows a skateboard, and in all jesting aside, they tow a skateboard along and doing like 30 miles an hour to the top of a hill, and the thing just goes like a rocket. And you know, somebody comes off doing 50, 60 miles an hour. It's not going to end up well, is it? Yeah.
You get somebody.
No, they might die.
You get somebody entering from San Francisco.
Yeah.
I'm on that road, you know.
Well, if somebody gets hurt, the good thing is kind of a good thing. If somebody does get hurt, they'll catch it on video because they are filming it to be on YouTube.
On the plus side, the 3 million views they get will pay for the hospital bill.
That's
Yeah.
Yeah, no kidding.
Hopefully.
But yeah,
they're monetized at that point.
Yeah, that infraction video, that first run infraction video was just past 42,000 views this week.
The one you were in the parking lot with, yeah.
Yeah, and the view time on it's quite staggering. View time is 3,500 hours, which is.
So I haven't watched all your videos, but who won and how fast was that crawler? You know, you made a high-speed crawler. You had to make it fast.
Kevin Talbot got it with about 42, 43 miles an hour, I think. Yeah.
Talbot got it?
Yeah.
What was he using?
He uses a Traxxas TRX4, but overvolts it and runs it on 6S.
Okay.
I saw someone actually do that faster than that years ago. They did.
Yeah,
48.
I did. I ran the Valinian setup on 3S. So stock track, which anybody could have done. Stock Traxxas gear and Valinian motor in there, and I ran mine at 48 miles an hour back in New Jersey. Okay. And I kept hinting out there, people, you could use the Valinian motor, and nobody took the hint to use the Valinian motor.
And in second gear, of course.
Yeah.
He probably stripped the gearbox completely dry after that, like.
Yeah.
Every cog was probably just chewed to pieces after that one run.
Actually, the guy I saw who did it, actually, he was able to do it.
Hey, 75 Game Dog, what's up? Haven't seen you around for a long time.
Yeah, none of us have. Is he in the chat, the video?
Yeah, he is in the chat. Chris from GCM Racing made this sand truck with sand paddles. He's got that thing dialed up very fast, and he was using it on the beach, and it's so fast that you cannot put it full throttle, or else it's stupid. I was going to go to an area where a big sand pit and actually try it and put the GPS on it, and I told him I'm going to borrow it and I want to enter your tournament, your contest, but I just ran out of time. I just didn't have time, but I think that one would have went faster. It's just.
Right, JM, do you want to say goodbye to everybody there?
Yeah, I'm gonna head out. I'm beat. Coming back from my trip.
No problem, JM. We'll see you next week.
I'll probably be on tomorrow night with Steve. So.
Great. We'll see you
later.
Hi, John.
Yeah, that 16S video has just gone over 2,100 minutes for the total run time, total view time, which is staggering.
Cool.
What's your top speed so far on that?
Well, it got 100. I didn't build it for the top speed, but I think it will probably go stupid fast under the right circumstances. I got 101 out of it on that day, but it's probably hitting like 70, 80 miles an hour before I can nail the throttle, because otherwise it's still wanting to break loose at, like, as I say, about 70 miles an hour. You can still floor it, and all the tires will light up. But one person told me on the video, I was lying. It wasn't smoke. It's just dust being kicked up from the surface.
Oh, I've seen that happen in actual racing. They think it's smoke, but it's actually the dust on the curb.
Yeah, but Brad, the whole point of that car is if you know the car, you know the smoke coming off it is produced from the tires when it gets warm.
Yeah.
That's
for sure.
But I've raised the front slightly, sort the front spoiler out, so it's sitting. It was not dragging on the ground quite so much at the front now.
What was the burnout? 28 seconds you went through that set of tires?
28 seconds, Sean, and to be honest, I could have done it faster, but I fed the throttle in. But if I'd given it full throttle, I think it would have been like 15, 20 seconds.
You keep leaving burn marks I got in the driveway. The wife's going to.
Oh yeah, only a few days later, I managed to chisel them off. Literally, I was out there when chiseling the plastic off.
Oh man.
I think Rich could hit 200 miles an hour with his setup if he got a long enough run.
I mean,
you were lucky to get out of that parking lot that day. If that had been over like 1 foot and hit that telegraph.
I know, Sean. On the end, I wasn't sure if it had run out of radio range, which it could have done, or if it was just breaking in the where the tires were just sliding on there. But I've got a couple of different radios. Yeah, I've got a couple of different radios to try it on. Two of which have got much longer distance. They've got the other two radios I've got 500 meter range on them, which will easily be enough on there. And one's got the ABS braking on there, which would be good.
Yeah.
But
you just need a bigger run spot, though.
Yeah, but the only thing being, if I change to that radio, then I lose the ABC, and the ABC is quite good at helping you put the power down. So I need to.
Do you not know anybody with like small plane hangar?
Yeah, well, there's an airport in Half Moon Bay, and I do wonder about going in there and asking them and saying like, if it's quiet any time, can I come and run on there?
Yeah, I like Half Moon Bay, Richie. That's a nice spot.
There's also a place I found. There's over on your side of the bay. There's Kingdom Drag Track.
You could go to a drag track and run it a quarter mile.
Yeah,
sure.
It's if you look, you're right on there, Brad, on the radio range on the things. If you stood halfway down a quarter mile drag track, it should have enough radio range to go from start to finish.
Yeah.
You have one of the radios that can do 2,000 feet. That's enough to go to reach.
Yeah, but even a stop one over the quarter of a mile distance, you should just be good enough from start to finish if you stand in the middle. But yeah, it's
Ryan C's asking a question. Is Richard the guy that's making the stupid fast infraction?
Yes.
And you know what? After he finds out what he could get full top speed on, he's going to go to an 18S. I just think you're going to do that.
Yeah.
That's going to happen in the next year or so.
Yeah, I've got I've made a new motor, new plate up yesterday, which has got both the SCs were on one plate, but I've now made it much bigger, so they're both screwed down nice and evenly on there. And I've raised the front.
You know what?
Slightly to stop the spoiler. Under braking, the front splitter was catching on the ground, which didn't worry me too much. I think it more worried viewers than it did me, really.
Well, Ryan C said he picked an infraction up because of your video.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah. Hey, later, RC Voodoo.
Yeah. But the only thing Rich, being, I figure, yeah.
You've already made history. You've done something no one else has done on YouTube.
Yeah. I think it's. I mean, it's potential. That was its first run, and I was like shocked at people's reaction to it, and I wasn't really giving it as hard as I could do on there. I think, and that set of tires I did the burnout video after with them because they were like probably more than halfway through the life when I shot that video. And that one blew out on the way back to the car. So
I'll tell you what to do, Richie. Ship it to me. I'll take it to where my buddy has his plane, and we'll run it in his runway. So.
Win that prize. Be on the skateboard, Superman.
Yeah, straight up the runway, passing his little Cessna.
Hey, Rich, your middle name should be called Insanity.
Yeah. Yeah, but
Richard
I have no
Insanity
idea how.
Allen.
I mean, it was still pulling it was pulling from 70 to 100, probably faster than it was doing off the line. I mean, I don't know if it came across in the video, but when I was nailing at the top, it was just the acceleration on it. It just took my breath away. It just plain bonkers. But I mean, I was easing up with. I mean, when that went off and hit the grass in that gap that Sean said about, there's like I didn't realise there was like the two logs, and it goes there's like about a 10-foot gap, but with the angle of them, that was probably only like 5 to 6 feet. In reality, because they're running an angle across the road, so the gap is much smaller in reality. Does that make sense?
Now, you guys, any of you live close to where the salt flats are? You know where they kind of break?
Yes,
I'm not that far.
Because why
salt flats?
Why doesn't
Part of the
somebody
salt-
try to go to the salt flat with a fast car and get in the car with the remote and follow the car slowly?
That's
and
what I told
slowly
Rich to do.
slowly get to a speed without losing control, because it does take time, and by the time you get into the speed, you can't see the car or you lose control of it.
That's
But
the problem
by following it,
I've got Tank is that I was nailing it as it came past me, but every time I tried to get on a power rate, I was figuring about 70, 80 miles an hour before it's getting enough downforce that I can floor it without the back end letting loose on there, by which time it's virtually coming past me, and I've got like another 200 foot and I'm having a break.
So Ryan C wants to know what's the end game for the infraction.
What's the
end game for the infraction?
Oh, I built it basically just to like be the ultimate hoonigan car, really. I mean, it'll probably go quite fast with the right tyres on. I've got some GRP tyres, which are run on the Typhon, which will probably handle the speed a lot better. I mean, they'll still won't get as much. You know, I still won't be able to floor it as much, but they won't balloon or as much as the stock infractions one will at speed.
okay, but what are you trying to accomplish with it? Well, what is your goal?
I'll probably do well. I like it. I mean, it satisfies what I want now. It will just like light the tires up at any speed and you want really.
So you want to see how fast you can actually bring it.
I will probably see that because I'm under quite a lot of pressure from people to see just how fast it goes. But I didn't build it for that. You know, that was not kind of quite where I was coming from on there. Although I want it to be like bonkers acceleration rather than outright top speed. Although it's probably got.
Come on, Richie. Tell the truth, brother. Tell the truth, mate. Tell the truth, mate. Tell the truth, Richie. Come on, mate.
He wanted both acceleration and top speed.
Did it. He did it for the views. Come on, Richie. Come on, Richie. Be honest, brother.
So Ryan's RC wants to know, how do you get on the panel?
How do you get on the panel? You click on the link I'm going to put on here shortly.
You got to travel to the right dimension.
Yes.
And then when you see the red
Why
door.
Hey, Rich. Limitless for X01.
Oh, Trail Shredder, what is that orange and black rig you're working on?
There's to get on the panel, there's a super chat. You got to give super chat. Once I find that you gave enough super chat, I'll put the link in.
Give me a spell, Tank.
Yeah, so
Just kidding.
Give me a spell.
Here's the link. The link is below.
Yeah,
Click
give
that,
him, Ryan, give him 1 cent and join in, mate.
that's nice.
It's my son's Deadbolt.
They could have to pay fees on that, probably.
That's a deadbolt.
See the
33%.
So that's a deadbolt.
Axial Fest registration's open today, hasn't it?
Yeah, I think so.
Wow.
I got my Proline tickets.
Yeah, but not for the California one yet. The
That's
Indiana
nice,
one
man.
Trail Critter, is that
nice.
a Ford body or a Jeep body?
It's a Bronco body.
Bronco. It is the old Bronco body, yeah.
Yeah.
Hold up there again.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is a nice one, yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, Richard.
Yeah, but
nice one paint job as well. Like.
Hey, Richard.
Where's the body?
Keep waiting for Richard. What's happening to us?
Yeah. Oh, RC Propaganda. There's a drag track called King Dun with not Kingdom, King Dun with an N over in the East Bay somewhere.
Never heard of it.
That's the original body.
I don't live over that way, Richie. I live up at the lake. I live like 3 hours from the San Francisco area.
Yeah, but it's on that side. You know, you're probably
Rocks
closer
and
to it than
chalks.
me,
Too bad they
yeah.
closed that track.
I'm hours away
Ah.
from that, Richie. I live almost in Reno, in Nevada.
I could take it to English Town for you too, Richie. The racetrack in Jersey, the drag strip.
I know. If I'd been in New Jersey, that would have been a nice one. So I went to English Town for the Summer Nationals a couple of years back. Yeah, very good.
Hey, Richard.
Yeah.
Hey,
But yeah, that was the first time I went to see the Top Fuel stuff run at the Summer Nationals. Just unbelievable, unreal, unreal. I never thought you could look at something and what you're looking at is when those Top Fuel dragsters launch, guys, you look at it and it's like somebody smashed a pane of glass in front of your eyes.
Yeah.
Everything you're looking at shakes. Oh, there's no other words for it. The image you're seeing is shaking in front of your eyes and your whole chest vibrates with the things. It's just surreal.
It's crazy, like them, the back wheels, like the way they buckle and bend, it's insane, like.
Just insane. I mean, I'd seen it I watched it on TV quite a bit, but I was not prepared for like the noise and that. It just, I mean, I've been to quite a few Formula One races, but nothing compared to that.
RC Masters back.
Hey, Richard. I would like to see you start something that goes to the Salt Flats for speed run RC cars. You can start a whole new thing over there at sometime during the year at the Salt Flats. You start up the program, and everybody goes and does, and everybody goes there to do that like you do, and that's when you'll prove that your car 16S might hit 200 miles an hour.
Yeah. When you're saying that, Brad, and Tank, you mentioned as well on the Salt Flats, somebody when the infraction first came out, somebody's taken it one to the Salt Flats. If you search for it on YouTube, somebody took an infraction to the Salt Flats. It didn't run like huge numbers, but they took one to the Salt Flats.
Well, the girl, what do you call that girl that does a lot of bison? Now she used to be in like Dubai and stuff, and now she lives in Salt Lake City. What's her name again? She does a lot of things up around Salt Lake City.
Pretty nice in that area. Salt Lake City's not bad.
What the hell?
The rest of the state kind of sucks. Well,
I'm
that's
trying to think, but I know who you're talking about, Sean.
Yeah. It's like she used to do a lot of bison. What the heck?
I know who you're talking about too, Sean. Black hair.
Yeah.
Drove in a lot of sand.
Actually, Utah has a lot of national parks that are beautiful.
Yeah, Utah's the outside of Salt Lake. I don't know, but Moab area is nice. But some of the other parts that I've drove through the state were kind of not so great.
You need to go to all the metro parks. Not metro parks. They're parks. They're national parks. They're national parks.
I've been to Arches, but I had my dog, so I couldn't go see the Arch because they didn't want you going out there or whatever. So
yeah,
I didn't want to take her out there.
Tank, if you Google if you search on YouTube rather, infraction Bonneville Salt Flats, pulls up an armor infraction running 118 miles an hour.
But you can beat 118. I know your car will beat 118.
Oh, I think it would do. Yeah.
I think you're going to get close to 200 with it. I swear, I think you'll get 200.
No, I could see it getting like maybe 140, Brad. But at some point, the aerodynamics is going to fight against it. It's going to.
You need a wing on the front, like that guy did with the Scion TC that time. Whatever race it was, whatever class he was in, they were trying to win, and they had one of those Scion TCs, and they actually put a giant wing in the front of the car. It was the goofiest looking thing.
Yeah.
They're doing
buy
that
a Honda, mate.
Nowadays. They put a wing in the front. Does John have one? He's not in here anymore.
Hey, you know, what he needs to do is he needs to get those. I keep forgetting the name of it, but it's on the cars where they have those little side fins, which will help keep that down on it.
The little splitters.
I know what you mean.
On the
side. There's a specific name for them.
Diffusers.
Yeah, so Brandon Tillman said the unofficial Bicer Queen Kimberly. That's who.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah,
Sean. She's right.
Kimberly, yeah. But I think she moved from the UK. Wasn't she in the UK, Kimberly?
No, I thought she's German.
No, she was out in like Dubai or somewhere for a while, and then
but she's also been in she's been in some videos with Kevin Talbot in the UK.
Yeah. Now she's out in Salt Lake.
Yeah.
Well, guys, I'm gonna go. I got some stuff to do, and I'm gonna go to bed.
Yeah, we're gonna end soon, but I want to
Who's
show the
saying it?
video first of the infraction at the salt flats real quick.
Who said? Is that you, Jake, that said that?
No, Brandon, propaganda.
Thank you
Oh,
very much for dropping in. Appreciate it. So this is the video. Bonneville salt flat.
The fastest Indian in the world.
that's where they did all the speed runs to go faster than the speed of sound.
Well, that's where they done the fastest Indian in the world. You
Oh,
might
I think that Andy Green's going to top the 1,000 miles an hour next year, or this summer rather.
yeah.
And did
It
anybody
is a
see the
beautiful-
videos of that thing running?
It's a haunting, beautiful place.
There's actually a guy from England took an Indian motorcycle over there. He's the fastest Indian in the world.
What do you get, over 200 miles an hour?
I can't remember at the time. It was he took the Indian there. Seeing.
So how did he drive it? I want to fast forward this thing to.
Yeah, sorry, Tank. It's a while since I watched it. It's
So he's
You know
actually
you gotta
driving
go
it
there
on the
with it.
pavement, not where the people drive it on the salt flats.
ah,
He's telling people
Hey,
to back off.
yeah.
Hey, Rich will be able to change that. He'll be
Why
able
is
to
he at the
actually drive it
salt
on
flats if
someone's-
he's on concrete?
Yeah, the only thing being on the salt flats is they don't necessarily run with huge downforce, because if they run too much downforce, it pushes the wheels into the salt too much, which can obviously be just as catastrophic as having, too little downforce at the front.
You you got to find that happy medium.
Wow, he didn't even like go halfway down.
No.
Hey, they're called dive planes. That's what I'm talking about. They're dive planes. That's what they're called.
Oh, there we go. Puppy's gonna race
Oh,
it.
he's using a GoPro. Yeah.
Yeah, that's onboard
He'll
footage.
toast the dog.
Yeah, what I'm thinking of is somebody get in the car beside it and just drive beside it and slowly get up to the speed.
Yeah, I think you're right. I think mine would probably, you'd be able to get mine to go a hell of a pace if you did that. Yeah.
I'm telling you, I bet you'll hit 200 and you'll make a record.
But then the thing, you need quite a powerful car to stay with it.
Yeah.
Once you gave it gas at high speed, because it's going to.
Hey, Richard, I've got a Hellcat I'll donate towards that cause.
You've got a what? Sorry.
A Hellcat.
Oh, I'd be up for that.
Any car could do over 200 miles an hour. Any car could do over 200 miles an hour.
That'd be good to run it side by side against a Hellcat. That would be like View Central, wouldn't it? That thing. Well, it could did that. Yeah.
Oh, so that was Ryan C. Must have said that. He just entered the. Entered the chat.
Richard, you can actually put it on the salt.
Oh, Ryan C. I don't know if you realize you're muted. I know you have no video up, but you're actually muted.
Oh, Ryan C
I
is
think Rich-
actually in the chat, in the video chat.
Yeah, he's in the
Cool.
chat there now. So.
I think Richard should actually start a program every year for that.
Yeah. Back in a sec, guys. I've got to check on my burger.
Burger time.
All right, guys, I'm gonna check out as well for now.
All right, Tony. Have a good
Are
one.
you
for
leaving
jumping
us,
in.
Tony? Are you leaving, Tony?
Yeah, I gotta go test this truck.
With the lights on, I hope.
Yeah, but it's dark outside, Tony.
Yeah, he's got lights on it. I think I see lights.
Yeah, but they're not installed. You have to have a battery for it.
One hell of a live stream tonight, Tank.
Thank you.
Yes.
Thanks for jumping in. And you jumped in just
Listen to
in
that.
time to say goodbye to everybody.
Nice.
But we usually have what's called an after
Party.
show or after show party. People just stay in, and that's when you can
Saying
Let
whatever
loose a
you
little
want,
bit
saying
and
whatever you want.
talk bad if you want, because we're not on there anymore.
Loose language, right, Frank?
Loose language, that's it. But we never do. We're nice here. Cool. So let's start this, and hopefully Richard's going to be back in time to say bye. If not, I might be able to find something to talk about. I'm sure Jack can help me out.
His burger must be burned if he's cooking a burger and he was here in the chat that long. It must be freaking creative.
Or maybe he ordered one in.
Yeah, maybe he did order one in.
Yeah. Well, he said I gotta go check on my burger.
So let's start with Tony from CCXRC. Say bye, Tony.
All right, we'll see you guys. Thanks for another great live stream, Tank.
Thank you. Thanks for jumping in. Trail Critter RC.
Thanks for having me, Tank, and we'll see you next time.
Brad.
Thanks for the hell of a show today, Frank.
Thank you. Netcruiser RC.
Good on, guys. Thanks. Good stream. Just remember, never put your stuff away, because then you'll never find it again.
You're just wandering back and forth doing that.
See, well, that's why Brad was complaining my tins are filled with part. That's why I never put it away. Keep it in the tin beside you.
Sean's RC Adventure.
All right, everybody, thanks for taking the time to stop in on the chat. Don't forget to hit the thumbs up on your way out. Thanks for having me.
Let's go with Jack.
Yeah, thanks very much. I was falling asleep for a bit there, and
again,
I've taken some painkillers, so
okay.
Yeah, and they make me kind
You're in
of
pain, man.
drowsy and stuff. And yeah, thanks very much. And the guys in the chat, see you later. Have a good weekend.
Thank you, Richie.
Night, guys. I'm off to have my burger in a minute. Thanks for stopping in, and give it the thumbs up.
And Ryan RC, he just joined us.
Thanks, Wade. Thanks, Brandon. Please
Unmute
catch up
your
with
mic.
him.
You can say bye.
Bye, guys.
Thanks for jumping in. Let me spotlight the video. There, I'm full screen. I'm taking over. I'm taking over the world.
Take you off full screen. We'll get back to a thumbnail.
Put it back in thumbnail. Now, Jack, it's my show. I'll do what I want. If
Yes,
I
I
can't, I'll throw a tantrum.
That's
and
right.
I'm old enough to throw a big one. No, just kidding.
That's correct.
You'll just rip some papers.
That's right. As long as you don't get offended, eh?
No. Thanks, guys. Thanks for jumping in. I appreciate it. And we'll see you tomorrow night on Steve O'D's channel. And keep those batteries full. You don't need a smart battery. Just keep them full and use them until they're empty. And then we start to cycle over again. Talk to you guys later. Thanks for jumping in, guys. Appreciate it. Stop stream. Bye.